Oh, 50.
Yes.
Jesus.
It's exactly 164 feet.
Where does that live?
The bootlace worm. Wait, where do you live? What is your?
You know, it's kind of like how they say like the human and like what was it the long intestine or the small intestine can like wrap around the earth like once or something.
Well, actually, this is more terrifying because they can be like at most 1 centimeter in width, so that's less than an inch in width.
Oh.
So it's literally just a really long line.
Apparently, it's a sea animal. I'm never going to the beach again.
It secretes toxic mucus that has been known to kill crabs and cockroaches. It could also
Well, if it
could
kills
have
cockroaches, it's a friend.
applications.
It
has
wasn't the Leviathan
applications as
class
an
eels. It wasn't the mimic horseshoe crabs. It wasn't the giant sharktopus. It's a little bootstrap
okay?
worm.
I'm entomophobic. I'm not scared of sharks. I'm scared of insects and slimy things. That's real life me. No, it's not Kalias. Yeah.
But okay, so they live in the ocean. Off of Norway's and Britain's coast. Oh, that's actually not that far away from me.
Them being in Britain's coast makes perfect sense.
It really does. They would call it the bootlace worm.
All right.
References.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of The Short Stacks, our D&D group where a bunch of really short-raced characters tried to defeat the villain by reaching the top shelf. I am the Natonefox, also known as Phoenix Firestar, the DM of the session. Today you might notice a few differences from our normal sessions. First off, you might notice I'm sick, so I might sound a little different. The second biggest thing, despite the fact that the germs are here, we're short one fairy. Val is currently at a concert. She purchased these tickets well in advance, so the fairy's taken a day off. Which is just in time because those those giant insectoids, escaped carrying Val with them. So now it's up to the party to save her.
We're going to die.
I do gotta admit that when you said Val had to go to a concert, I thought Val was playing at the concert, not attending it. I was like, oh, that's so cool.
Val would be a drummer.
He has the aesthetics of a drummer and the tendency to beat up people.
Yeah.
Yeah, the band name's the Pixies.
Fuck yeah.
Not the Fairly Odd Parents Pixies, though.
Also, I can call that the drummers because I am a drummer myself, so I get the rights to say that.
Their lead song, their hit song can be "Eat My Dust."
Eat my
No.
pixie dust. Alright, if you guys would like to introduce yourselves in order by which you logged into Roll20.
I think it was the first.
Who's first?
That would be you, Boulder.
Oh. Hello. My name's Chad. I play Balder Stonecrusher, the dwarf barbarian. And you can find me here.
I think Kalias is next.
Oh, okay. Hello, I'm Corey. I play Kalias, the naive satyr, and you can find me here. And please not find me anywhere else. I'm scared.
Actually, Quill was next, but that's fine.
Oh, it was. Oh, no, I thought I logged in last. Okay.
He got cut in line.
No.
Those were the worst kind of people.
I am River, also known as Quill, and I play Sheo, the Owlin sorcerer, also known as Public Enemy Number 1.
All right.
Oh,
Alright.
can't find me anywhere else.
You find us, we'll find you.
Yes.
You show yourself, I will cast telepathic speech until I find you.
The worst torture. Just having to hear Shayo in your brain.
You're like sitting in the middle of like some kind of lecture, and you just get like random facts on different species of worm.
Yeah.
He'll text you
It checks
random
out
knowledge at
whenever-
random points in the day. It's
Yeah.
like signing up for one of those unuseful email clubs.
Yeah, like he's literally the definition of forbidden knowledge. Like it will drive you crazy, not because it's like something unthinkable, but just because he will give you the most useless things ever.
Because it's incessant.
Yeah.
All right. And you can find me here where I occasionally stream when I feel like it, which I've been sick the last while. I'm busy with work. So I have not been able to stream like at all. But I intend to get back to it and actually finish playing Monster Hunter Stories here before too long, hopefully. And then I plan to move on to something else. I haven't quite decided what yet. I got a whole list of games to go through that I barely touched that I really should be playing. But I perpetually collect games on my Steam account that I will never really play all that much, sadly.
Ah, yes, the infinite backlog.
I feel your pain.
There's just not enough hours in a day.
I mean, when the
Then
moon
why do you
gets
buy
far
more
enough,
games?
Because I want to dream, okay?
Every Saturday should be at least 50 hours long.
I agree.
I work on Saturdays.
No.
Thanks for dooming me,
Stand by what
guys.
I said. No. That's something. Okay, that's in character for Shale. He would use his wish spell to make Saturdays 50 hours long, and then actually take a Saturday job. He would.
He just wants to work more.
Yeah.
It always makes me wonder what it'd be like to be on a planet that has a day that long.
I think honestly, at some point, you just start to like have multiple rests in one day.
You learn to take naps.
Yeah.
You learn to close the blinds.
I guess if you go like far enough north, you can experience something like that.
Yeah, basically, because you have like a super long summer and then a super long winter, and they'll just
And nothing else.
yeah, it's
Yeah, nothing else.
I mean that is why there's like towns in I believe it's Greenland. Don't quote me on that. I think it was Greenland where like the most suicides per population per person, I guess the most suicides per person happen, which is weird. But okay, well you know what I mean. The most suicides happen there, and it's apparently
Yeah.
in the winter people get extremely depressed.
Because there's no sun ever.
Yeah, imagine being perpetual night for 6 months.
Does
Roughly.
as it turns out, as a species who benefits greatly from being out in the sun and seeing things, we don't like it when it's dark forever.
Who would have
Speak
thought?
for yourself.
Then we just gotta turn into vampires.
Evolve,
you-
people.
Who are you calling immortal?
All right. Let's get the session started. The kingdom has changed a lot in the last 120 years, as at that time a new goddess, Phyra, was birthed into being. Her sole purpose seemed to be to grant blessings to the people of the world, giving them extra power or skills. This quickly improved the lives of the people of Thyrus. The first believer remains High Priest of Thyrus Divine, the Goddess of Blessings Church. Now, anyone who falls under the doctrine of societal races comes of age. They take part in a coming-of-age ceremony. During this ceremony, the gift given by Thyra at birth are awoken, blooming to life. As they will become a law that one goes into a job befitting their blessing, and there they will remain. Though there's maybe about 1% of people who do not gain a blessing from this ceremony. Those 1% are treated as outcasts, cursed, or those who spit in the face of the gods. Even the monarchy bows to these rules. Used to, the monarchy would pass to the eldest surviving royal member. It is now decided who has the most useful blessing at the time. Now the kingdom of Thyrus stands on the edge. 6 years ago, a 10-year-old human child was found with the hero's blessing. Thyrus Divine has come forward to say when someone with the hero's blessing appears, then it is a warning. Either some great catastrophe looms ahead, or one born with a powerful curse called World's Ruin has appeared. This is the world in which our story takes place. How will our main characters react? How will they choose to move forward? Will they change the fates of those involved? Only time will tell. I am the storyteller. I will be with you every step of the way as the strings of fate are pulled. And as I said, last time we left off, they had finally taken up a mission from Nicholas, their gnome patron, who sent them to go look at hiring some new members to help him build up reputation and stock for his store. They decided to go after a alchemist. So they were sent off to a small town, not that far from where they're staying. In that small town, people had begun to disappear not long before they arrived. People were beginning to panic and get worried. Now, one of their own has even been taken by the creatures as they were assaulted in the middle of the night. A couple of them even being taken out by some good old morning wood. Now, Val the fairy is missing, having been taken captive by the underground and flying insectoid creatures. Now the party is left without a healer and a dungeon full of these insectoid beasts. Let's see how they do.
We're gonna die.
Yeah. Did we see where the creature took Val? By the way, I mean, like we know like the general direction it flew in, but I'm gonna assume it took it to the cave, right?
Yeah, you guys managed to see where the insectoid-like creature flew off, carrying Val along with them. The lot of you had boulders kind of helping brush off the wood and twigs from you guys from the nest that Sheo had built the previous night, which completely collapsed on you guys while you were trying to hop into action.
No, it's speared in my horns.
Gotta be careful with that morning wood. It's very pokey.
It is.
It is! Why did no one tell me about this?
Be careful, don't get perforated.
I poke at my horns like, I think I perforated it myself.
It seems like you did. That's impressive.
Welcome to the short stacks, where you are never getting monetized.
Like, if we ever get a substantial following, if that ever happens, we're just not gonna be able to post any fonts anymore.
I feel like we're that
Jokes.
I feel like we're that one show on American Dad that the two news reporters had called Morning Glory.
Oh. Okay, let's actually try to get Val back, because I feel like she's gonna kill us if we don't.
Also,
So-
I think she has the majority of our gold. Like she's been hoarding some gold from us, hasn't she?
Oh, that's actually a bigger problem.
What does hoarding mean?
It means that you're taking a lot of something with no intention of ever giving it back.
God parts the clouds. It means she's the treasurer. She has all your gold and assets. Clouds close.
Okay, so I think we want her back. Safe to say. Or at least her pouch. So I guess we're going.
Yeah, at the very
Yeah.
least, the pouch.
I started try to pry myself from this nest.
Oh no, if Val's ever going to listen to the vault, she's going to hear us say this, she's gonna kill us.
No, they'll find it funny.
Okay.
I mean,
And then they'll
she
kill
really
you.
take offense. She would do it.
And
She'd
then
do the
she'll
same
kill
if-
you.
She'd do the same if she was in our position.
That's true, that's true. Right, so to the cave? I think. Are we going to the cave?
Well,
Yes.
some sort of hole.
Was a cave
Lamb
mentioned?
cave.
Underground, or I mean, there could be a cave that leads down underground into some sort of. What
Land
did Val say?
cave.
Like a underground cavern?
Yeah, something
If
like that.
only someone had something like animal knowledge or something.
If
Or
only one
knowledge of
us
nature.
was a ranger. I have my head stuck in a nest, and right now I am trying to pull it off in any way I can. And the only way I've found is to basically lay my head on the floor and try to pry it by pressing against it with my hooves.
Look, the only thing on his mind
know,
right now
no
is that
double
morning
decision.
wood, so.
Okay, so are we mentally prepared to Oh wait, actually hold on. Sheo's gonna like walk over
Mhm.
and he's gonna like try to is that the sound you're making?
Yes.
That's so funny. Okay, hold
He
on.
sounded like a goat that's trapped, you know?
I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I'm gonna try to calm you down, like trying to calm down a horse, you know, like oh, and then I'm gonna try to pry it off, because I feel like trying to throw a firebolt at your face would be very funny, but not very efficient.
Alright, roll athletics.
You're deadly too.
Athletics. Oh dear.
Not
Well-
your strongest suit.
Well, fellas, look.
Oh,
Just made it worse.
So. Hi,
So much
I'm
worse.
Shay.
All
I'm
in,
Shayo, and I don't have any strength.
all in his hair, just everywhere.
No.
Baldur turns and looks around. You got your hands deep into like Elias's hair, tangled up in the branches as you're pulling and shaking his
I
head,
need
trying to get all the branches off and out. And
I do need to remind you, my hair is full of flowers. So now there's like petals and pollen going everywhere.
There's like cherry blossom happening.
Yeah.
look, sometimes with morning wood, you just gotta grasp it and just move up and down,
I've-
stuff like that. Works 100% of the time, every time.
Really? I think we should make this a common ritual in the morning then.
You're yanking on my head?
I'm sorry about your flowers. They just you were stuck. I mean, we could have also left you like some kind of Ronin, but
Uh,
I mean, I got a hand axe that we have to cut any of it off.
I'd rather keep my horns, thank you.
he wants to remain horny, and
He
therefore
wants to
we
he wants to remain the tallest. I know it.
Ah, yeah, that's what it is.
I'm
Shay-
still
Shay was gonna,
tallest
like-
without them. I say, crossing my arms.
But how tall is Kalias?
5 feet.
5 feet. How tall is Shay?
Exactly.
I feel like I would have had his height somewhere.
that feels like something that would be important to put down on your character sheet.
I mean, yeah,
Oh,
except
oh,
I didn't put it in D&D
Uh,
Beyond, but I feel like I wrote this down at some point.
Baldur is 4'8".
Haha, short. I think I'm technically the only one that's medium.
I was gonna say, isn't he like the second tallest of the group?
I think
Oh.
I am, maybe.
Yeah, I was saying Boulder's like the second tallest of the group. Why are you calling him short?
Yeah,
Because he's shorter than me. You know that.
girly.
You know they're 5'11" versus 6 feet. Sort of thing. It's that.
I'm trying to find out one calculator. Like it's like it's like it kind of like a guideline because I apparently never wrote this down. I mean I probably wrote it down somewhere in my oh, I remember.
They're less like rules and more like guidelines.
Yeah.
Watch
There you go.
Allens are actually averagely like 6'2".
It's like the medium-sized owlins are between 4 and 8 feet. However, there's also a small category which apparently doesn't have any guidelines at all, which means I probably just picked something that was a funny number. Oh, I remember. He's actually 3'2". Yeah, 3'2".
Oh, I was gonna say 3'6".
I thought you were gonna go 4'2" to go with 420.
420. No, but he's small, so he has to be less than 4 feet. So it's gonna be
No, you don't want to go great with all this morning, Wood. He was 6'9".
Okay, fine. I'm solidifying it. I'm putting it in my character sheet. I feel like I've used like at least 5 different heights throughout this campaign. It's gonna be 3 foot. It's gonna be 3'6". It's gonna be 3'6".
I'm still the tallest.
People in charge of the wiki page, write that down. People in the comment section, prepare the. But actually, in episode 1.
If someone is making a wiki of this series, I'm very sorry. I'm genuinely very sorry because we keep changing everything.
There's gonna be like ratio pages for all of the races, but then it's gonna be the Kingdom of Furious version of it, because I gotta like make variants of everything because there's now a bunch of extra lore.
Nah, it's just gonna be filled with Sheo's notes.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. And it's gonna be flavored like that too. So it's just you have like Owlin, and then you have like Owlin Furious, and then you go there and it's just like all Sheo's notes. It's completely incomprehensible.
And amazing.
Average height, yes.
Alright.
I mean, that isn't wrong.
So are we all free now?
Yes.
I think so.
No.
Elias is like morning. He's here.
Wait, he's not free yet. He still has a sombrero.
Pretty much. He has this nice adorning of Sheo's feathers all up in his face, too.
Okay, that's funny. Okay, so you are still wearing what it has a name. I forgot what it's called, but I'm just gonna call it a Japanese sombrero for now.
Oh, the Ajingasa.
Yeah.
I played too many hours of Mountain Blade. Does it provide armor rating?
No.
Fuck.
In fact, it probably acts more like difficult terrain.
It's a
Which
plus
is
1 to
fair.
cool.
That is fair, but also it's a +1 to cool, definitely.
That's the only stat we need.
It's a +1 to cool, but a -1 to stealth, because every time you're walking somewhere, you leave a trail of like straw.
Every time you take a step, you break a branch.
Yeah. It's a
You
curse.
can't see shit because you have that.
You're
Must
like,
be the wind.
we're like in the middle of the Shadowfell, like somewhere in the bottomless pit, and you're still stepping on branches.
You know, honestly, I could see that. There's like a world somewhere where a guy just like, as a prank, he makes a cursed magical item that you can't remove this hat, but while you're wearing this hat, every step you take makes like a rubber duck noise.
Oh no.
Every single step.
It's gonna be called like the helmet of the anti-ninja or something.
Cursed artifact. If this artifact is stolen, it causes every step they take to squeak. But only affects the person who steals it. does not actually like. If you give it to someone else, it doesn't work. But if someone steals it with the intent to take it, it causes the effect to happen.
That reminds me of the one. Okay, I'm gonna give you an idea now. Once upon a time, I read something about a DM who made an amulet, which is an amulet of magic absorption, and it basically made you immune to all magical effects. So obviously, the tank of the group wore it, right? And secretly, the DM was keeping track of all of the spells that absorbed. And then at some point, hours, like not hours, like weeks into the campaign, he took off the necklace to give it to a different player. And then the DM was like, "Okay, hold on," and he went to roll all of the damage that he negated.
That guy died.
Wow.
There's no way.
Apparently, it resulted in a thermo nuke. something 52 fireballs.
That's a lot of damage.
I could just see it being like Thanos snap him out of existence, and they're like, "Where did I get this necklace?" Just completely forget he existed.
I believe the DM's logic was that like they'd never checked the necklace for any negative effects. He was like, I gave them something that seems too good to be true, and they never were inquisitive about it, so he punished them for that.
See, while I do understand that logic, fuck me. That's
I mean, isn't that like
cool.
the first thing you should always do is appraise a magical item before you just start wearing it?
I mean, to be fair, Sheo did tell people to told Balder to use the magical examination device to kill an eel.
Yeah, you do realize that you also shove it into my face.
I mean, that was not part of the plan.
It really wasn't.
It wasn't part of the plan until it was.
Look, we have to play with the cards we're dealt.
Look, we all made some sacrifices that day.
Except Val, apparently.
Except Val.
Val didn't make any sacrifice because Val came out completely unscathed.
You know, which is kind of funny because the first D&D session I did with him, his character was the one always getting hurt and crit and hit like constantly.
He's spaying now. For all his crimes.
It just seems like every time a campaign is made, there's always just like one character of the universe goes, "You." And that is chaos theory.
Oh.
All right.
I think we should now actually go to the
Yeah.
cave. Though. Like, let's
Yes.
actually go to the cave.
What
So let's think
cave?
of a game plan.
Land
So
cave.
we don't have a hero. We don't have a healer. Do we have any potions?
I don't think so.
Does the tiefling woman know any healing? Is she still around here?
Well, it's
Maybe we
like
could have someone in town to help.
it's like
Wait,
2 in the
actually-
morning.
I remember. In the middle of the night, I rolled a die to see who I was connecting to telepathically, and I rolled a 4, so I connected to the tiefling woman. Do I still have the telepathic connection?
No, you've slept since then.
Fuck, I did. Okay, fine. How does message work?
You have to see them.
Ah, okay. Well, okay. I'm out of options. Are we gonna go look for her, or are we gonna just head into the cave?
Again, what cave?
Oh right. I keep thinking there's a cave. I mean, there is a cave, but we don't know where. Gotta
You're
ask.
thinking of the sea cave. Do we want to go there?
Wanna go to the sea cave?
Just leave
I don't
Val and go
think-
to the sea cave.
That didn't look like a sea animal to me, although I couldn't really see it much.
Last thing Val hears before being dragged away is sea cave!
Okay.
And then everyone promptly dies because there's no one to heal them. So let's Kalias.
Yes.
Kalias, my brother in the forest. Do you know?
I don't think we look alike.
Okay, you know what? Fair point. However, my point still stands. Can you trace these insects? I mean, you're a ranger, right?
Yeah, probably could. If I remove this.
Okay. Stand back, and he's gonna take like 5 steps back, and he's gonna ready action firebolt.
No, I'm not letting you do that. You best believe I'm not letting you do that. You psycho.
Alternative option: use magic missile to specifically target the hat.
See, that sounds more reasonable. Why didn't you think of that first?
Wait, can I actually do that? Can I target a hat with it? Hold
Uh,
on.
what does it say? Does
no,
it say you can target anything, or does it say you can?
No, it
You
has
have to
be
target a creature.
It has to be a creature.
Here, let me
Okay.
just cut off the stuff with my hand axe.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
Roll
Can I just do that?
athletics.
Yeah, I
Okay.
will allow you to. Just please don't miss, or you'll cut my head.
Oh, let me get my character sheet out.
Nat 1 loses his head. Val comes.
No, we have no healer.
Val comes back. I was gone 2 seconds.
And you've killed the ranger.
18.
Yeah, you're fine.
That's
Baldur
good.
takes out his hand axe. He's like, little bits of shrubbery goes flying, a little bit of branches, morning wood everywhere. Finally, the hat falls off. You are all free from the bird's nest Sheo made last night that collapsed on top of you.
A shrubbery?
Sheo is going to like kneel next to what remains of his nest. Is gonna be like, no, what have you done?
Remove it? Well, that's what we wanted.
Like I will have you recognize the fact that he was totally fine with blasting it off your forehead with a firebolt, but he doesn't like the fact that it was shredded.
Fire is a warrior's death.
Yeah. He was like gonna send it off, But
Yeah.
Psychotic.
The other way was a
Honestly.
haircut.
Okay, fine. Okay. Can you track the insects?
Yeah. I'll try now. I can actually
Pretty,
see.
please.
While I say that, opening my
Do it for Val.
sheet. I don't do it now. Okay, it's survival, right? We're tracking. I rolled a 15 survival.
Awful low rolls tonight. You guys are going to sure miss your cleric.
No.
Val, please don't kill us.
This can only go in a positive direction.
This can only go wrong.
Alright, so it's kind of dark, so it's a little difficult, but you managed to follow after in the direction that the insectoid had flew off in, and you're kind of doing your best to stay to that path. It's a little hard to tell since you guys took so much time, talking about how to get rid of the hat and other such.
It's not my fault. They plan to blast
That
it
you
off my
guys
back.
are scrambling through the dark. And if all of you want to roll a perception check, those without night vision with disadvantage.
So, me.
Perception. Where is it?
I rolled a 15 again.
No, no.
14.
I've rolled twice.
That's the second one.
Wow, Shay. Like I said, the universe. You. So, Baldur and Goliath.
Yes.
You guys are walking, trying to follow Goliath. You're kind of leading the group, trying to help them find their way. And you look back, and you see Baldur. And that's it.
Oh no, we lost Sheo.
Sheo knows he's not with the group anymore, like looks around.
Sheo, roll athletic or a dexterity save for me.
No, I'm gonna fall into a bottomless pit or something. That's a 10.
If it was a bottomless pit, there wouldn't be any need to roll. So, Shayo, as you're walking, you're just... as you fall straight into a giant cavernous hole
No.
that's fairly well hidden amongst all the shrubbage and foliage around you. And despite the fact that Callias kept going, don't stray away from the group, don't go into the tall grass,
Don't go into the light.
you stumble, trip, fall, smack yourself against the sides a couple times as you fall into a small little cavernous space that's kind of burrowed into the ground. As you kind of pop up and look around, you notice you're in complete and utter darkness.
Oh.
And you can't see where Boulder or Callias are.
Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, I should have cast Hawk before I went into the dark. I should have cast telepathic speech on one of you. Okay, well, Shay's gonna like peek his head out of the hole. He's gonna like look around and then climb back out of the hole, and he's just gonna attempt to backtrack.
Go ahead and roll athletics to get back up out of the hole.
Okay. Why did you do this to me? Mr.
And can you see in the dark?
Yes,
It's an owl.
I have
Shoot.
dark vision.
Okay.
Also, I rolled an 8.
Alright, so you managed to find a wall that kind of seems to slope upwards in the direction you want to go. It's still kind of hard to tell, because even with night vision, it's like you see shades of black and gray. So you start trying to climb your way up, and you kind of slide back down as you're trying to work your way up. And you notice that the interior of this little cavern seems to be made of a chitinous material.
For what?
Chitinous.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Imagine, if you will, it's kind of like chitin is kind of like a scorpion shell, but imagine it in design and texture to the inside of a xenomorph hive.
Oh no. He's gonna quickly try to scamper up the wall and back out of the hole, and then he's gonna make like an illness committee, yeah, and then start trying to backtrack still, I guess.
Nash,
Did that make
you
it
were
out of the hole?
nope, you weren't able to make it out of the hole. With that 8, you tried to climb and you slid back down.
Oh my god. Okay. You know what? Fine. Hold on. Wait. I think I have something. I can fly. My
Now he
god.
remembers.
My god. I like to think that Sheo just forgot he has wings for like the last 7 in
Oh wait,
games.
I'm an Alan.
it's like he's
I
like
can actually fly.
Okay, so here's what happens, right? He like takes a step back and he like scratches his head. He catches a glimpse of his pylons. He's like, "Oh, right!" And he's gonna try to like flap his wings to try and get out of this hole.
All right.
My favorite rendition of Flappy Bird.
If you two wouldn't mind rolling perception checks for me, the other two, Callias and Balder.
Yes. Do I still have disadvantage?
No, because this is more hearing based.
Okay, that is a 20.
Hey.
Sorry, a 17 then.
All right, so Boulder can't really perceive what happened to Sheo. It's kind of more of like a, or was he ever there to begin with, kind of deal. But
Did he get Thanos?
Callias kind of hears a, and leading
I point
Boulder, you find where the hole is, and you see Sheo kind of like fluttering his way down there, kind of bounding and bouncing against walls as he tries to fly his way up. It's not really all that possible for him to fly up, but it's kind of like watching a bird fly into a window, where they're like, "What? Why is this not working? I don't understand."
I look down on the hole.
As
Are
Shayo's
you
kind of
down
like
there?
smacking into walls because there's not really enough room for it to maneuver and fly up.
Is that your new morning wood?
She's gonna like look up at you through the dark. I like to think that he can kind of see you, but you're just looking into an abyss. And he's like, he looks up at you and he says, "Did you know I can fly?"
No, I've never seen you do it. Can you show me?
Yes. And he flaps his wings again. He like crashes face first into a wall.
I am going to lower my walking stick into the hole for him to climb into.
He's gonna climb it, and only after he gets up to where you are standing, he's gonna be like, "Thanks for the handle, man."
All right,
Uh,
go
no-
ahead
no
and
problem.
both of you
That
roll
was just-
athletics.
Oh no!
He has hollow bones. He should be easy to lift.
I do
He's
have
like
all
10
of
pounds.
Plus all of his gear.
I rolled a 19.
Oh my god! I'm going to commit a homicide.
Um,
Bye, Shayo.
I have rolled
Elias?
3 times.
roll a dexterity save with disadvantage, please.
Oh my god. Okay, that's a 5.
All right. Kalash, you reach your cane down there, and Shayok managed to flap and spin and rotate in midair, and his claws grab onto your cane. And then he stops trying, and he goes completely slack as his legs find something to grab onto, almost if by instinct of roosting. And all of a sudden, all of his weight and all of his gear pull down on you, and you're just not ready for it. Boulder blinks, and now you're gone.
Oh no. I like to think of Shay's like kind of like pinned underneath Kelly as he's looked at me. He's got, "I want to go home."
I'm sure Val would be saying some very choice words right now.
You guys just can't seem to stay off of each other. You hear Val's words echo through time and space.
Before I try to help you guys up, is there any tunnels down there? Or is it just the hole?
I can't see anything. It's very dark in here.
Shay's gonna look down at the floor because he didn't actually check this. He's gonna assume that it's just a hole, but he's gonna check it anyway. He's gonna look down.
All right.
Here, can I make like
Shayo?
a torch and drop it down for him?
Yeah, if you have a torch in your inventory, of course.
I do.
I actually think I have a torch.
I'm sure Callias has torches too, but he's forgotten.
He's too
Okay.
busy being down a hole.
This is just going to be the episode we forgot.
I will go ahead and light the torch and like drop it down so they can see what their surroundings are like.
Oh
All right. So, yeah, imagine like the black chitinous skeleton of a scorpion etched in weird patterns plastered along the walls and the ceiling as this thing kind of juts down a little bit at a slight angle of a tunnel and then off into the distance some, and then blackness as it kind of, you're not really sure. It kind of trails after that point and it's just more darkness.
no! That's like at the bottom of the hole, right?
That's a little bit further from where you guys are.
Oh, okay. So that's out of the hole.
No, it's still in the hole.
Oh, it's in the hole. Okay.
Yeah,
so in
it
that
keeps
case-
going. It's not just like one little room or anything. It kind of keeps going. It's like a hallway almost.
Okay.
It seems to be a cave.
There's things here.
Kiting cave.
Chitin cave.
You see zero emotion in his voice. He's just too tired.
It's like
All
Shale.
right.
Shale really happily shouts Chitin cave, but then you look over at his face and just like no emotion on it.
And hear Chitin Cave, Chitin Cave, cave echo off in the distance.
Man, so many caves.
No.
DM,
Ash down here.
is there a tree nearby where I would be able to, like tie the rope and then have it like go down the hole so we'd be able to get our way up
You're
eventually?
you're in the woods. Throw a rock, you'll hit a tree.
All right, so I'm gonna tie the rope with as good of a knot as I can, and then I'm gonna you know like propel myself down like a rock climber or something like that.
All right. You propel
Hopefully,
yourself down, and you now have one less bit of rope as it's tied to the tree. But you do have a way to climb back out much easier now.
Okay.
so I think we found our hole.
I'm gonna go into the hole. And we're gonna see what's at the end of the hole. Okay.
Should we keep the torch?
I will actually Kalia should hold the torch since Kalia doesn't have dark vision.
Yep, I pick up the torch. I'm like happily
Also-
holding it.
Also, wait, like he has never had to do this before for this specific ability, but he's gonna be really dramatic about it. Kalia's like Sheo walks up to you, he like really dramatically grips your shoulders and like says you, listen to me, this is important, and then he makes a telepathic connection and he says, I'm in your head now.
Why?
In case I get
Wait.
lost again.
You're in his head. How deep are you in his head? It's an important question.
It's a telepathic connection, so like it's like surface level, it's just his voice.
We found
Okay.
out everything that Callius has told us is a lie.
You would find that when you get into his head, you're hearing a weird murmur, as if he was making sounds in there all the time. You can't really tell what it is, but there's a weird murmur going on.
What?
Shay's gonna talk to you like in your head, like without actually physically speaking, and he's gonna be like, "Why are your insides gurgling like that?
What do you mean?
I hear things." And he's gonna like dramatically point at his ears, which he doesn't have, and then he's gonna he's gonna say,
Can I see it?
I hear things, and I think, and it reminds him of his own aberrant spike, which sometimes like it doesn't really make noises, but it just kind of it sounds like telepathic speech to him sometimes. The sound it makes, and then he says, "Are you possessed?"
No, not that I know of.
Okay,
It's just when I was a kid, I talked to a fairy, and I guess it stuck.
it stuck in your head.
Yeah, it's kind of why I was so sleepy.
Did you swallow it?
No,
Did
I
it go?
didn't. No,
Did
I
it
just
go in
asked
your
him to
ear?
tell. I just asked him to tell me a story, and he did.
Do fairies live in heads?
I don't know. I don't think
It's
it's
a
do
joke.
that.
Val doesn't
he-
live in a head.
If he jumps out, will you like die or something?
I don't know. I hope not.
Like your head just-
Nothing is in my head.
Speaking of which, Sheo, you want to roll a charisma save for me?
Yes, I'm good at this. I've been lied to.
Wow.
That's a +6, by the way. I feel swindled.
Sheo, linking to Callias, you're taking 5 points of psychic damage as the
What the hell?
as the whispering inside of Callias's head begins to get at you, like almost like claws against your brain, making chalkboard sounds ring inside your own ears from the inside out.
She's gonna like kind of like hiss a little bit of a curse in Abysso, and he's gonna be like, "What? Why?
What happened? Are you okay?
It hurts." He's gonna like hold his head as he gets a killer headache. It was 5 damage, right?
Yep.
Okay.
This is what Callias feels constantly.
That's what he's under for 10 years now.
Is that what it's like in your head?
What? Did you hear something?
It's like someone is trying to sharpen their claws on chapstick.
It doesn't feel like that to me, but yeah, it's pretty tiring.
Yeah,
That's why I was so sleepy.
note here, I am not trying to be a dick or anything. This is part of Callias's backstory that there is
It is
something
true,
there.
It's part of my backstory.
And of course, reaching inside his mind like that, creating a connection can have serious consequences if you're hearing his thoughts.
Ow.
That's why last time when you were like, who do I bond telepathically with? I was asking if it was me. And how deep it was.
Oh. Okay. Well, hold on. I'm so curious. I'm so curious.
It was bound to happen eventually.
Okay. Okay. So
And it just
the
so
way
happened it
telepathic-
happened when the healer was gone.
Yeah,
Okay,
probably the worst time it could happen.
Okay, you know what? Sheo hasn't learned a singular lesson. He just has to find out. So, basically, telepathic speech is like surface level, like I said. So it's like only your vocalized thoughts, basically, or anything else within you vocalizing
Mhm.
thoughts. He's gonna use detect thoughts.
Okay, go ahead and roll that
We're
DC
doomed.
save for me again.
Do I need to roll something myself?
You need to roll a wisdom save, and I'm gonna roll a charisma save.
I'm just gonna think up my next character, guys.
Oh my god!
What did you roll?
And
Rolled,
Okay,
rolled
let
10.
me roll for wisdom because I don't want you to die.
Roll a
Wisdom
save.
saving throw, 18.
Ah, you beat it. Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, fuck, I just saved your damn life.
No, it's like I wanted to know. It was for science. Okay, well, it's fine. It's fine. It's
hold
fine.
on. Now, actually, Callias, because of the nature of this curse, it's always talking.
Yes.
And it's trying to make its story heard, so it's not resisting Sheo's mind reach.
Fuck, my brain is with the curse, oh no.
Sheo, you take another 5 points of psychic damage.
Worf. She was gonna like it's gonna like telepathically say to you like, give me your secret, so old one.
You're fucked.
Well, thanks for the vote of confidence.
Dang, you magic guys are weird. Curiosity killed the owlin.
Like,
Yeah.
Seamus like actually heaving in the corner while he's doing this. He's like acting as if he just ran a marathon. He's just like, "Whoo, give me a second." And he's like trying to think of what these thoughts are. Like he's trying to process it.
Poor Sheo.
Yeah, using that, though, this time, Sheo, you hear really incoherent whispering as if it's coming from every direction around you. And like it's trying to pull your mind apart in many different directions.
No.
As if someone's trying... Imagine the feeling of you're inside of a empty glass and someone's trying to shove a wet rag in there and you're being and it's being twisted and wrung out with you between the glass and the cloth. That's kind of the sensation you're getting here, is that someone's squeezing you between those two objects.
Does my own aberrant like kind of mind spike thing, like parasite thing, does it find anything about it, or is it just kind of like meh, your problem?
It's kind of like meh, because it's not touching this.
Okay, fair. Okay, so
We're mind fighting.
okay, do the whispers? Okay, because they're like incoherent whispers, but can I somehow make out a language?
Probably would be Sylvan, I
Uh,
think, right?
What languages do you know?
I know common, abyssal, celestial, and deep speech.
Actually, it seems to have its roots in celestial.
Oh. This means
It seems to be an older form of Sylvan with ties to celestial.
I see.
Unless you can understand both, you'll have a real hard time understanding any of this, though. But you can pick out that there is at least some celestial roots in there.
Okay, can I do anything to try and like make out a few words, or is that just out of the cards?
Out of the cards on this one.
Okay.
The language is
Hey,
just too old.
Okay, then I guess I'm just gonna like try to like cut off the spell because it kind of just lasts for a couple seconds. I'm just gonna cut it off a little bit early to free myself of this horror.
Well, that was interesting. What happened, guys? You guys,
I'm so sorry.
Callius just stood there, and then Sheo was just like, ugh, and like we're holding his head.
You guys were just staring there, staring into each other's eyes passionately. I didn't want to interrupt, but it was awkward.
Like, Shay was standing in a cave like this. I said something in the Discord, but it's like that one gif of SpongeBob and like a cave opening. Like,
It's well, I told you I was very sleepy, right, Balder?
Yeah.
It's because of that. It's being there inside my brain.
What is?
I don't know exactly. It's like a story that tells itself. And it really wants to keep telling itself. And were it not for my blessing, I'd probably still be in bed.
And you don't know what it's saying?
No, I don't know a single thing of what it's saying.
Okay. I will find a way to learn Sylvan, and I will try this again at some point.
I can teach you Sylvan.
You can teach me Sylvan?
I speak Sylvan.
Teach me Sylvan.
Right here,
maybe
right
after
now,
yourself.
forget Val.
The
Maybe
show
after
has
we
found a
have Val.
different objective.
I mean, Val is a fairy. She should also speak Sylvan. So if we help her, she can teach you.
If we find Val, I can learn Sylvan twice as fast.
Yes. That's 2 teachers, twice as fast. That's how it works.
The way Sheo learns, like sitting between the two, just subjecting himself to the language. I like to think that Sheo is actually pretty smart, but he just does everything in the most inefficient way possible.
And that makes a lot of sense.
Like trying to discover what's in Callius's head.
Yeah.
And the best time to do that.
Okay, I'm gonna just okay. So wait, is there an option to just like take a second here, just like stand here like 10 minutes so I can use a healing die, like a hit die?
You guys can take a short rest for a couple hours.
I don't think Val has that time, even though everyone's been taken for the last few days. I mean, if Val's going to be dead within a few hours, then everybody else is dead, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, the gold won't die.
That's true. Wisdom has never been spoken like such. Okay, I really.
I have a good thought or two, you know? As I hit my
really-
head, you hear like an echo.
I really need a hit die though, so I'm gonna. Is it okay if you take just a short rest?
Yeah, I'm concerned about Val though.
True. Except it's kind of like if we go down with the state, if we go down there with the state I'm currently in, and something moderately sized bites me, I'm just down.
Before we take the short rest, I'm just going to kneel, point my hands at the chitin, and try to make try to cast good berry. I don't know what kinds of berries grow here, but we're gonna find out together.
He's gonna make kidney stones.
All right.
Tasty.
You go to cast Goodberry, and nothing happens.
Oh,
It's as if things refuse to grow here.
That's gonna be a problem.
no.
Okay, I'm going to climb out of the rope we have and cast Goodberry outside because we actually do need the healing. And I don't want to be in this dungeon without a way to revive people.
All right. As you climb up and out of the hole with the torch on you, Callias, you now notice that, like, the entrance has a dead stump over the top of it, where something had cut the tree. There used to be a tree growing here, but something cut it down out of the way, and there was just this big hole in the middle of the tree trunk that now this cavern now exits out into the world that you crawled out from.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to notify my friends of this happening. Like, we're in a tree.
Wait, we're in a tree?
Yeah, this entrance in a tree stump.
Oh,
You fell in a tree?
I mean, that happened twice tonight, so it's not
No
that
one else
rare.
was around, and they didn't hear anything. So if Sheo falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it,
Does it make a sound?
if you're falling in the forest. Okay. Anyway, Shay's gonna kind of skip over, and he's gonna look at the tree rings, and he's gonna pretend as if he's counting them, and he says, "It has to be at least 5 days old
How can you tell?
because it has more than one ring."
Did they get the rings after 5 days?
No, they
Sound-
they they get a ring each year.
Oh, that's the same with satyrs.
You also get a ring each year.
Yeah, I mean, adult satyrs often just change rings a lot. And
But
partners.
you only have 10 fingers. How can you wear so many rings?
Where
Ah,
else do you wear the rings, Carias?
they remove them and they put new ones.
Oh,
But you just have the same number of rings, though.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they usually only have one, but a lot of people have more. Depends.
Oh.
do any of you actually want to count the rings?
I do.
I'm
I
going
count
to grow
things.
good
I
berries, which is
count
what I
things
came
for a
out for.
living. I've done this for years. I go place and I count things, and I will count the rings.
You're in your element, Donnie.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll a academics for.
Academics? Wait, what's that? Wait.
Try, I don't know, investigation? Maybe?
Oh,
Knowledge nature.
This is nature investigation.
No, if it's straight up counting, it's something else. I thought there was one that was like just straight up academics. But I'll double
There's
check.
no academics in D&D.
I don't seem to remember there being one.
There might not be. I might be mistaking it with another game.
Maybe there's academics in Pathfinder or something like that.
That I know there's no academics in Pathfinder first edition. I can't talk for the second one.
Or maybe it's City of Mist.
I guess just roll straight intelligence then.
Okay, luckily I'm very smart.
Thankfully, one of us is.
22!
You're not able to count all of them, especially not too quickly. But there's at least a good 20,000 rings here, maybe,
What?
give or take.
20,000 rings. Shay's gonna turn around. He says, "This thing has been here for at least 20 millennia.
What?
200 centuries, or 20,000 years."
Who killed this?
I assume the same thing that built this hive.
I'm sure all the other trees are in mourning.
Morning wood.
Morning wood.
Hey.
Yep.
Said
That
at
was
the
a
same
setup.
time, jinx.
That was a setup. Okay, off we go. Let's. Okay, wait, we are going in. Wait, also, I think you're supposed to use this stump to grow goodberry.
Yeah. Weren't you gonna grow good berries?
I'm just gonna grow good berries.
I
Yes.
didn't want to remind you to grow.
No, I was telling I was going to grow them. I just didn't think of growing them in the stump. But now that I think of it, that's sort of like reviving the tree, and now I want to do that.
Is there anything you have to roll for good berry, or
No, it just pops out.
it just pops out a berry?
It just poops berries for me to eat.
All right, then press the spell to cast it.
It does. It says up to 10 berries. So let's just assume it is exactly 10 berries.
Roll a d10.
Oh, fuck. What I could choose.
Yeah, I thought you would choose.
Oh, then yeah, you can choose 10 berries then.
I'll choose 10 berries and I'll keep them with me for the rest of the day. Because they take 24 hours to get rotten.
All right, so you guys duck back down into the hive, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're gonna take a rest.
You guys are going to take a 2-hour short rest.
Mm-hmm.
You can recover your hit die.
Let's see.
You're going to use 1 hit die.
Yes.
Yep.
7.
I think I'm full HP, right? I don't think you roll anything.
So you've taken 10 damage total, so now you have like a short 3, I think. Unless you
Yeah,
had
I'm
any
short
other
3.
damage from the previous day or something.
No, I'm missing 3 HP, but I can like live with that, and I'll just heal something later on. I think.
You can just eat 3 berries and be incredibly full.
No, not 7 berries. That's 3 berries we lose.
Aren't we supposed to use the berries to like pick someone up off the ground?
Yeah, but they also just naturally heal you 1 HP, so
I mean, how many berries do you have?
10.
10. Okay, I'll take 3.
We can go down 10 times, guys.
Keep in mind that eating 1 berry is like eating a full-on meal.
Okay,
We're gonna be so bloated, but we'll be alive.
Serious is gonna like scarf 3 of them down and get a massive stomachache.
That's Shayla.
Minus 3 damage.
Shale's gonna like eat 3 of them. He's actually gonna completely tear into them. You know.
And how much does a good berry heal?
1, exactly 1.
1 HP.
They're not very good. That's why I'm not the main healer.
All right, Sheo, roll me a con save.
Oh, I have a +3 on con save. Surely I'll be fine. 18.
These berries taste a little rotten.
What? Oh. Ew.
You heal nothing from these good berries.
What? Oh.
I've wasted a
Wow.
spell. Fuck.
Oh. Okay. Oh, no.
It's almost as if the ground around here is tainted by something.
Oh, damn it.
If only Val was here, she would have warned us.
I would like to once again refer to my profile image in the server. Oh yeah, it's time for a crow of judgment.
Well, we only got one way to go. That's in this very scary hole.
Okay, let's go.
All right, you guys begin marching
Let's
forward.
we keep getting into holes. Maybe the next adventure could just be like going on a picnic or something.
Let's
I mean,
hope.
it's kind of funny because like nothing is stopping us from doing nice things every once in a while. We keep going from one hell to another.
I mean, I think in this case, Ball is kind of holding us back. By way of being kidnapped.
Way to go, Val! We could have had a nice summer's day stroll through the forest and like a picnic on a field or in a clearing. We could have had all these nice things, but you had to go and get abducted.
And you hear echoing off into the distance, "Way to go, Val! Val! Val!"
That would actually probably wake her up.
And you hear back a, "Screw you! You! You!"
Ah, she's alive.
We can rest assured she's definitely alive.
Like whenever we want to know if she's alive or not, we just have to like shout an insult.
So I guess I'm leading the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, that
And
response back was just a joke.
If only our person with cartography tools was here.
Oh,
Yeah, where
no.
is she?
Somewhere in there. Hopefully he has a map made by the time we get to her.
All right, so you guys begin to walk forward, and about 30 feet into the cave, you see another hole that this one goes like 90-degree angle down, from the best you can tell, into darkness.
Oh. Okay, Balder,
I'm not jumping down there.
I can fly. Want me to? Wait, I can kind of fly. Like,
You can hover.
I can flutter. Like I can kind of like hover down through this hole. So want me to just go first, and I'll scream if there's things. Okay.
Wait, is this the only way, or is this a dead end besides this other hole?
The end of this tunnel leads to this hole. You're not quite sure what's at the bottom, and you're not quite sure if there's anything beyond. It's like you can see the ceiling curve down with it, and it just goes for a while, and then it's just darkness down there.
What if we throw the torch down? That'll at least give us an idea of how deep this goes.
And then I couldn't be able to see anything.
Well, you have another torch, right?
I have another torch.
Yeah, you can just use Firebolt. It's basically
right.
a torch that flies.
And it'll make impact noises. Perfect. I'm gonna set down a firebolt at the floor.
I'm pretty sure you could convince Shay to do anything if you mention the words fire and bolt.
Shay's gonna like walk over to the edge and like crouch down, and he's gonna just fling the firebolt straight down towards the ground, just to see how far it goes.
All right, you fling the firebolt, and it goes just straight down. It travels. What's the maximum range on that?
120 feet.
You see as it keeps going and going and going, and eventually it starts to kind of like fizzle and kind of like waver, and it just barely makes contact at the very bottom.
Okay, fellas, I have good
And
news.
as it was going down, you could see a little bit further out. It looks like the wall does go down a bit with it before there's no wall in the ceiling that leads into a giant chamber, and you kind of see off, not too far from where the ceiling is from the wall. Just a little bit extra space out there. There's a large spherical structure hanging in this underground cavern.
Okay, so wait, let me actually sketch this, because if I'm understanding correctly, we are like standing here, and like it goes down like this, and then the ceiling curves down a bit, but then there's like something here.
Okay, so yeah, that's kind of the way it is it curves, the top curves down, and then some feet down, there's no top for where you can see, but you can see the edge of a large spherical object just beyond where the ceiling would have been.
Oh, okay.
So you can tell there's a much
so-
larger chamber down in there, but if you were to go straight down, that's a 120-foot drop.
Okay. So, right. So, big ass chamber here, and there's some kind of spherical object where the ceiling would be. So, like here, kind of. Alright. Oh dear.
Except much larger. It takes up a lot of the chamber, and this is like... You can only see a little bit of it, but this thing is probably... To put it in our standards, it'd probably be about 10 football stadiums at least. Stacked
Jesus.
long on long end, from one end to the other, in this chamber.
So it's actually like actually.
Yeah, it's a massive spherical object inside this huge, massive underground chamber.
Okay. So.
And you can see that it goes all the way down. With the only thing you can notice really about the room is the big sphere. And then there's the ground. So you can either, if you go down, you could maybe grab onto the sphere, or you are falling 120 feet and
Okay, so there's only one thing I can think of here. Is that I try to hover over to that sphere, get on top of it, and then like I'll hold a rope as I'm flying to it, and then I'll just hold the rope, but you're just gonna have to like kind of like we can have Kalias like climb on top of the rope, and then after that I think Balder is gonna use the rope to swing down, and I'm gonna break my ankles. How's that sound?
I'd rather there's no ankle breaking. Those berries didn't seem to have much effect.
Yeah, we don't even know if it's anything that could help us.
I mean, it's a way forward. Was there another place we could have gone?
Looking at this, if you guys were to jump off the ledge and kick off from the wall, you might be able to grab a hold of the side of the sphere. But Shea, you know, with your wing strength, you wouldn't really be able to fly very well towards it. Like, if you were to fall the 120 feet with your flight, even with your flight at the level it's at right now, once you hit 4 feet above the ground, your wings would start to slow you down.
Oh.
But you've already reached maximum velocity by that point.
Right, and like I'll start flying by the time I've reached terminal velocity. Okay.
So,
got it.
like, when I say this is your flight right now is a hover, it is literally a hover and not a flight.
Okay. Right,
Eventually,
okay.
once you get a high enough level, it will become flight. And it does grant you certain things like protection from ground hazards and stuff.
Right.
And can give you some extra height advantage. It does not protect you from falls.
Okay, and how far do we say this jump here is? Like, how far is that distance to the top of the sphere?
You're not entirely sure, to be honest. Like, you can see it kind of off a distance from where the wall would have ended. But
Okay.
again, you're not really sure on the exact distance between you and it.
Do
Like-
I feel like I could? Do I feel like we could make like you said that we could probably latch onto it, like
With
grab
a
it
with a
ourselves?
good kick off of the wall, if you guys jump from where you are, you could maybe perform a wall jump and get over to the sphere and try to grab onto it.
If only we had a monk.
Hmm. Do I have something for this?
And when I say wall jump, it's more like you're giving yourself horizontal movement during the fall.
If Warrior
Right.
has one level more, I will be able to miss the step this.
I don't really have anything for this.
Perhaps there's other stuff that you guys have that could possibly contain another solution.
How long is the jump there in feet?
You don't really know.
I was just calculating if my
The only
you have
reason
to
why
go.
you know it's a 120-foot drop is the spell
Yeah,
died as soon as it hit the other wall. Like it was almost simultaneous that it died into embers as it touched the wall. Or as it touched
Also,
the ground, rather.
in my inventory, I still have that's one cylinder that I tried to use as a pipe bomb in the shark fight. Didn't I give that to the gnome?
Yeah.
I feel like I gave that. Yeah. Okay.
you were illuminated with the concept of a pipe bomb, only to forget what it was a second later.
Yeah, like I'm thinking about the cylindrical object and like the possibility of it being a pipe bomb just fades with it. It's like the more I forget about the details of the object, the more this concept of a bomb becomes foreign to me. Okay. Um. Right. Okay. So all I really have that could possibly be helpful is rope. Does anyone else have anything useful?
I also have a
Um,
rope.
Yeah, I use my rope for us to get back up.
Mm. Besides the rope I have, and you see he start rummaging through his stuff.
Wait a second. If I were to bind the rope to an arrow, do you think a bolt would stick in that sphere?
I have a bow. I could try.
Okay, so like we just bind the rope to like uh, what kind of bow do you have?
Longbow.
Okay, yeah, then you should fire it because a longbow is stronger than this. So you should fire with your longbow, and I guess you just bind it to the shaft of the arrow and then try to shoot it at the orb.
Mhm. It'll be like long distance morning wood.
Would any of
Yes.
you like to roll an intelligence check on that?
If this is the M saying it's just never gonna work, I'll roll an intelligence check. I'll roll.
I'll roll two. I don't want
Okay,
to
we'll
waste one of
both
my
roll.
arrows. I rolled an 8.
I rolled a 10.
Nah,
This is indicative of how this is gonna go.
you're fine. Never mind.
You're so dying.
Here, 1 second.
My thoughts on it so far, like personally, is that it's a giant disco ball.
Yeah.
The more we hit it, it's going to start spinning around and emitting light. Maybe I'm just wishful thinking.
Bye.
Yeah, you're sure it's fine.
I mean, there is a small chance that if I jump, I can still live.
Why would you risk it?
At least one of you will make it out alive. You're sure at least one of you can make it out alive.
Okay, well, are we gonna give it a shot? Like, quite literally, too?
If there's question, DM. So if I try to jump, would it be an acrobatics or an athletics to try to jump and grab on?
Either or. I could see the case for either. Because one would be more of like a strength push, while the other would be more of a tactical push. So you can make your case for either, however you want to do it.
Okay, well, first off, I'm going to take a javelin. I'm going to see if I can actually, when I throw the javelin, see if it'll actually hit
All
the,
right.
the little ball thing.
Good. And go ahead and roll for damage. All right. Yes. Chuck it, and it into the side of the large sphere.
Does it actually hit it?
Yeah, you managed to hit it.
Okay. Well,
And
I
it
know how
manages
far
to pierce enough into it that looks like it would be stable.
Ooh, what if we? So what if we tie the rope to a javelin? I throw it again.
I'll give you my rope.
Okay. Let's tie it the rope to the javelin. Someone grab the end. The
Do you have
very
another
end.
javelin?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to grab the very end, but I'm also going to ask Sheo to grab it with me because I'm so afraid that we're both going to fly away.
Mr. Hollow Bones is going to hold the other end of the rope with
He's
no
gonna be
illusion.
the
He's gonna
anchor
hold
point.
it. Yeah. She
We're
was like
both holding
grounding
into
himself.
it
He's like
because
grounding himself.
Fun
we're
fact: the
both really
person
small.
holding the end of the rope is called the anchor.
I am the anchor.
You're the anchor of the party there.
Just like
Yeah.
Logan.
Actually, I think it was actually Val.
No, I'm the anchor. Trust me. I have wings too.
Wait, what?
Oh no,
Do anchors
13.
have wings?
Not as good.
All right, so you huck this javelin, and it, as it hits the sphere, it glides across the chitinous surface and slides down.
So it
Can
doesn't
we?
stick. Pull it back. Go
Yep,
for round 2.
you have them holding onto the rope, so they pull it back, and they manage to get the javelin back up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just warming up, guys. Give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna slam into the thing and break.
I do like a little prayer, to my ancestors, like, please let this go.
Please don't let me fuck this up.
Why am I seeing Baldur doing the Fred Flintstone bowling dance?
Yeah, a little dance. Round 3. 16.
All right, this time the spear right into the side of the sphere, leaving another good, firm pull in the side of the sphere. Actually, roll damage for me.
Oh,
It's the firm pull, just like the morning wood.
7.
Okay, yeah, so it is firmly in there, so you're fine. There's a
Okay.
So we're gonna swing, guys.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure we're all gonna have to go at the same time because there's no way we're getting the rope to come back up.
Yeah. Not unless we tie a second knot and tie my rope to it, and then like one person has to stay behind. But
That sounds like a lot of work.
okay, let's just
Look, it can't be worse than just jumping off, right?
That is true.
Okay, you know what? I'll just like tie my rope to the end of
What
it.
if we use the second rope to tie us together?
Okay, that's actually really funny because then if one of us falls, we will all fall to our deaths.
Well, I mean, we're all holding on to the rope, so if one of us lets go, hopefully the two other of us, right?
Yeah, fair.
unless
Okay,
it's the
let's do
person
that.
at the bottom of the rope. Because I mean,
guess
remember your anchor is Sheo.
I am at the bottom of the
Don't
rope.
remind me of that catastrophic idea.
I'm not the bottom of the rope. I'm gonna be such a liability.
We're so dead.
Shay's gonna like jump off like Titanic style, like actually spreading his wings if he's flying.
Sorry, let me just type out the backstory from the next guy.
Hold on, I'm already making a sheet.
All right. So what do we do? Just jump off? Do we have to roll? We're just gonna swing like Tarzan.
All right, so what order are you guys stacked on this rope? I need to know for
Baldur first,
scientific
Vega second,
reasons.
and the last one being Sheo.
Well, I think if the heavier that's on the bottom, the more swing you're gonna get, the more force of the swing. Because if you have the heavier at top, it's gonna swing less.
I mean, do we want to swing a lot? Because then we'll just end up higher, right?
And then we'll also maybe clash with the opposing wall with more strength.
I think we don't want to swing super far, to be honest.
Also, how long is the rope, and about where on the rope are you holding on to?
My rope is 30 feet, I think, and I imagine Shayus is the same distance, so it would be 60 feet.
All right, so you're
Well,
using
mine
the
is-
full
mine is
60 feet
50.
worth of rope.
I have 50 feet of rope.
Oh! Wait, do I have 30 or 50? Good question.
Oh yeah, 50. I think it's just all the same rope for this tournament.
Yeah, it's 50, so it's 100 feet.
You got
All
100
right, so you
feet?
guys have a total of 100 feet worth of rope.
We could just use this to climb down. What are we doing?
And then just like
Swing
jump
it.
the rest 10.
This is
Also-
actually hilarious.
Are we sure the javelin's gonna
Yeah, but
hold?
we can yell like Tarzan.
Are
Okay,
you sure the javelin's gonna hold the weight of 3 short stacks?
Well,
don't
he's
worry.
like 10 pounds, so we're good.
I weigh like maybe 2 grams.
You have armor.
I'm wearing robes, like.
True.
All right, so about how far up are you guys holding onto the rope? Are you guys at like halfway? Are you guys towards the bottom? Are you guys towards the front? Well, you wouldn't be able to be towards the front, but you know, like how far down the rope are you guys?
I'd
guess-
say it's easier to go down than to go up, so I'd start a bit cautiously.
Let's just like stay close to the top then. So I guess like kind of middle of the rope then.
As close
Sure.
forward as you can get then. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what order are you guys swinging again? Is who's up front? Or top, rather, I guess, in this stack of shorts.
We should do this trick at a heist sometime. Okay. I guess.
It's a heist.
Do we want to swing far or do we want to swing cautiously?
Far.
Okay, then you have to go at the bottom, and then I have to go
Alright.
at the top.
I have to be in the middle.
Yay. Let's go.
Okay, if all of you want to roll athletics for me as you're swinging across.
God.
Once I realize I'm in the
I am
middle, I
actually
need...
going to cry.
Oh wow.
It's athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics.
Oh my god.
Oh
Why
my
is it gonna have a groove to come back to?
god.
This is ludicrous.
My god, what are these rolls?
Your guys' dice is
Please.
trying to kill you today.
Roll 20 shows violence. What the hell?
Alright, so as you guys are swinging across, you're about halfway across. And this is when you notice that this cavern is just humongous. Like you could fit an entire continent under here.
Holy shit.
And so there's just this huge sphere that takes up most of the cavern. And while you guys are staring in awe, Sheo loses his grip, falls. Sheo reaches up, or no, Callias reaches up and tries to catch Sheo and help keep him on the rope. But he smashes into Callias. Callias loses his grip, falls and slides back. Boulder, do you want to roll on athletics to try to catch the two of them?
Oh my god.
It's fine, Shaya can fly.
Question.
Yeah.
Do I have enough? Is there enough time for like to go into like a quick rage and try to roll this with advantage?
Yes. You can work yourself up into a rage. Because you're like, nothing ain't going right today.
Okay.
Both
You
you
guys, don't really,
idiots!
you guys don't really notice this, but as he goes into rage, like the tattoos start to really like glow a little bit, and almost like that's on his skin, and sort of like a fog sort of starts to appear, like emanating off of them. But he's going to try to use an athletics check to catch you guys.
I could potentially kill all of us right now by casting
24.
Calm Emotions.
Not even needed.
All right, so
Okay.
Boulder, you reach out and you manage to grab a hold of Callias,
Who's holding Shea?
who's holding Shea with one hand. You're like, "Hurrah!" Holding them as you're holding yourself onto the rope. And you feel yourself kind of like buckle a little as you slide a bit. Luckily, you're not like right at the end of the rope, or else you might not have been able to hold on with them pushing you down a little bit. But you managed to hold on. You're holding them up, keeping them propped up, carrying the weight of the entire team on your shoulders. As you guys,
Hold on to me,
poof,
hold on to me.
and you smack into this hard chitinous substance right in front of you.
Ow.
And you guys are now up against the side of this sphere. All of you roll athletics for me again to grab onto this and hold on.
We're so dying.
Athletics?
Yep.
Oh no. Okay.
19. That's decent.
8.
So
I also like the picture was
21.
posted in the Discord. I like how Sheo is insanely big in comparison. I feel like that's how he sees himself.
That this is how he sees himself.
Sheo slams into the, or Boulder puts his feet out as he comes around. He braces himself and catches onto the wall and transfers his weight, lurching forward, grabbing a hold and digging his hands into any purchase he can find on the side of the sphere, and pushing up on Callias. Callias manages to find his hoofing and pushes
Both
up,
hands.
grabbing onto the surface himself. And as he pushes up, Shea kind of takes another tumble back, flips over Callias' shoulder, and begins to
Yeah.
fall. If one of you guys want to roll athletics to try to catch him.
I am
Yes,
actually approaching the villain
I'll
arc
try
here.
to catch him.
Yes. I'm going to roll athletics.
16.
And I rolled a 6.
All right, so Callias bucks back to try to grab a hold of Sheo and misses, not expecting having him completely flip over his back. As he makes like grabs at him, managing to pull off a couple of feathers. And Boulder once again throws his hand back and catches the team and hefts them up onto his back, helping
So
Sheo
glad I'm
find purchase.
Efficient.
I still think
This
Oh,
is-
roast, Sheo.
This is literally a barbarian's only useful skill outside of
you say roost, and he just like clamps his talons around Baldur's like arm and shoulder.
Hey there.
You know like how I believe owls actually have to like flex their talons to like clench them. So I'm just like letting them lock in and just like just hanging there.
All right, so looking at where you guys are, you're maybe about 3/4 of the way down the side of the sphere. You can either crawl up, stay where you are, or crawl down before trying to either find an entrance or make one.
I do want to point out that goats can walk in basically 90-degree walls. That's how many the goats have.
Oh no.
There's nothing I can see, like a hole inside, or
You could kind of see where up your javelins had made like 2 puncture holes. But that's where the javelins are, and you don't necessarily want to make those holes bigger. There's no real hole on the outside of the sphere where you guys are.
Right. Okay. So this sphere is like suspended quite far above the ground, right?
Yeah, as far as you can tell, you know it's 120 feet down, but you can't really see that far down.
Okay, right. So safe to say we're still pretty far up.
We're
Though
still pretty
looking
fucked,
down, you
that's
can
why
see Callias' torch though sitting down there somewhere at the bottom of the pit.
My dog.
So you can see like the pit in the distance with a little bit of light, like a firefly almost. But you guys no
Right.
longer have that light on you, and you guys are now hanging onto the side of the sphere. What do you do?
Climb up, I guess.
Be very scared.
Mostly scared.
What would I be able to like use one of my hand axes, like a little to help with perching onto the side while I'm climbing?
Yes, you may.
Okay. So as we're climbing up, I'm gonna have like keep hitting it and then like just use it as like a little, anchor point while we're climbing up.
When we get home, I am never going to a cave again.
We're having so much fun in these caves.
Like,
I agree. I didn't think adventuring would be like this.
All right, so you guys begin to climb your way up. Callias and Boulder roll athletics checks for me.
No, maybe Shaya roll because Shaya would fall.
I'm
Oh
clamping.
my
I'm still
God.
clamping. Wow, I'm still clamping onto Boulder. Like I'm still.
I just
holding
rolled a
on to
14.
balance.
I'm much more normal.
Well, because,
That's all great.
Boulder's literally carrying Shayo. So I was going to give him disadvantage, but since he's still raged,
Oh, I'm
It
not
wouldn't even
raging,
matter
bro.
if we
That's
rolled 2
past.
grits.
That's past long ago.
or since he's using his hand axes, rather, to help him climb, I'm giving him an advantage, which negates the disadvantage. So he has normal rolls climbing up the side of this with Shayo on his back. But Boulder, like a Olympic champion, just scaling up the side of this large chitinous sphere. In fact, when he gets up to where his javelins are, he puts his hand axes away and switches to the javelins and starts up the side of this.
One of them has the rope attached to it.
Yep.
All right. Let's always make sure. Be
That
careful
way you
with the
get to
one with the
keep
rope.
the rope.
Oh.
And it's probably a little more efficient than the hand axes because it gives you a pole to hold on to versus a handle.
Right.
Horizontal versus vertical. And you look down, and even with Callias's good hoof legs, his goat maneuverability, he's having a little bit of trouble, but he's managing to hold himself onto the side of the sphere. Finding good enough hoofing to only slow down behind you some.
The fun thing is, in a couple of levels, I'll actually gain climbing speed.
You guys are able to make it up quite high on this sphere. What do you guys want to do from here?
I guess now that we're up, well,
Check it around. We're in the safe moment.
I guess we're just gonna look around to see if there's a way into this thing.
All right. However you guys want to check, go ahead and roll that check for me.
Do we use perception?
You can use perception if you like. If you have anything else that might work, you can try that as well.
21.
I'm just gonna use perception. I'm not gonna use perception actually. I'm just probably gonna use like nature or something to see if
I am going to just use.
All right. You can roll a nature check.
I'm try to do a nature to like look for pores or something.
I'm going to roll survival to see if there's something alive or some traces of something alive that has been here. That is a 22.
You know, Roll20 really hates me today.
Yeah, that's probably your best roll yet.
Yeah, it is.
Which is not a great thing.
Shayo's getting a little motion sick hanging onto the back of Balder. He's just like, I didn't get a good night's sleep. I got my head and hair pounded by morning wood. I had stuff screeching.
Don't say it like that.
Fuck.
Why are you putting
It's-
images into my head, DM?
It's what happens.
It's what a
It's what
DM
happened.
does.
No one's lying here.
You've had screeching inside your head all morning like you had the worst hangover of the entire universe.
James just like stares blankly into time and space as he's contemplating his position in this party.
And now here you are hanging onto the back of Boulder. Sick as a bird can be.
Yep, that's me. Probably wondering how I got into this mess.
And you might be wondering how I got into this situation. But here's the funny thing: I don't know either.
It all started when I was born. My
It all
father
started when I was born.
disappeared.
And only 20 years later, I was in the sea cave, which is where it went downhill.
One day, my dad sat me down and said, "Want to hear a deadbeat dad joke?" I never got that punchline. Still waiting on it. That's my favorite joke to make about my dad.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Makes it both better and worse.
He told me he was just going to take a trip, but he also had wine in his hand, so I thought he was meaning a different kind of trip.
It was going to be
Oh, my-
fun, they said. Be an adventurer, they said.
You'll
was
get
off
paid,
that one.
they said. You'll meet cool and fun people all over, they said. You'll see cool places, they said. All I've seen the film is upside down. It's like dangling upside down.
I mean, this is a pretty cool place, right?
And the sea cave. The
And
sea cave
Balder's
was
just
cool.
like, "Oh, wow, this place is so fun. I've got to do so much today."
I knew when I woke up and I got to kill something immediately, today was going to be a great day.
And Boulder's just having the time of his life. Without Val here, he's actually leading the team.
Just climbing up.
And it's his time to shine.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're already in this mess, and since I can't really like fly out of here. By the way, the moment that I can do that, I will just leave in the middle of missions like these.
Oh,
So,
no,
So-
no, don't go. Come back.
Shaya, we need you.
it's like,
And that's
you-
when
it's-
Val,
it's-
and that's exactly why Val put you on a leash.
It's like it's like no, we need you, and you just hear like a thunderclap in the distance.
You know what would be funny? The moment you do that, Baldur picks the javelin, I pick the bow.
No,
I can practice.
clay pigeon.
Essentially.
So, Balder, you're looking around, and your guys are kind of more towards the top of the sphere now. You've been climbing for a good few hours.
Hours?
This is a very massive sphere. And you can't really seem to see an entrance from the top area where you're standing. So there doesn't appear to be anything up here immediately for you guys to just, like, waltz your way in. Callias, looking up and down the structure, you kind of start to get your gears churning. If you want to roll a nature check for me, Callias.
Yeah.
This is just some giant bug, isn't it?
Are we just in a enormous roly poly?
What if it's an egg with like millions?
I rolled a 9.
Oh no.
Nature is an intelligence check. I am a wisdom based character.
Why are you not smart?
You're like,
I am a wisdom based character who also does charisma skills very well.
you were on the
My thing-
verge of something there, Callias. You're like, something's just not adding up here. I don't understand. You'd think most things would have their entrances towards the top of the structure or the side of the structure. But no, it's not any of those places.
You guys think the entrance might be on the bottom?
How are we gonna get to that?
Here
Canyon
we're
Val?
always so close to the top. Maybe if we're lucky, we can get up to a point where we can actually stand on our feet.
But
Yeah,
Callias,
that'd be
with
nice.
your survival check, though, you do notice that as you've climbed up, the older the chitinous outside shell appears to be.
Oh,
Whatever this thing is, it seems to be growing down. This place is older than what we were before.
is this thing that just suspended from the ceiling, or is it just floating?
You can't really see that far off into the distance. But your best guess is it's suspended.
Ooh.
Do you guys think we might be on a giant butterfly?
A giant butterfly?
Yeah.
A
Have you ever seen a larva?
Underground?
Yeah. We saw little thingies flying around. This seems like a sort of a hive. And this ball suspended from the ground could be, you know, like a giant thingy growing.
I think I don't want to know. So, what's the game plan here? Because we're kind of in a pickle.
I don't know. Maybe try to find the entrance, but if this is a living creature, I don't think it has an entrance. Maybe we could just chop it down and see what happens.
Oh,
Just chop into it?
I mean, the plate where it's attached, it will fall down.
I mean, if a javelin can break it, then I'm sure we can get into it.
Oh, is that what's gonna
if
happen?
we can't have Val, nobody can.
I feel like next session is gonna be 3 new party members who are trying to make a name for themselves and sign up at the Adventurers Guild and get a cool contract trying to find a missing adventuring
The
party.
guy called Nicholas is really into them being safe and not taking. Don't die like the old ones.
Can we
Oh.
make like 3 healers when we all die?
If I make another character, it's going to be a smart one. We need intelligence.
Smart. Mine is gonna have strength. He wouldn't be proud. He would be so disappointed in us.
He would be so disappointed.
Okay.
I wonder if she'll see the VOD.
Oh, she might just like kind of scan through it.
I don't think Val's watching right now.
No. All right. Okay. So I'm really kind of out of plans here. I'll be honest with y'all.
What's wrong with your voice?
Is something wrong with my voice?
I don't know. You did like a little intonation.
Oh, I did.
Yep.
Sorry, it kind of happened. Anyway.
It must be an only thing.
Is it good? Like okay? I was pitching this idea to a friend earlier, but I haven't said it here yet. I was thinking about making Sheo an Owlin who looks like a Kenku. But yeah,
I feel like you've mentioned that to us before. That he was
I
like,
probably mentioned it, like how he has Kenku traits.
or like he was adopted by Kenku or something, is what you were saying.
Yeah. All right.
So we smashing into this thing to try to.
Yes.
All right. Would I be able to grab my maul and try to break into the chitin?
Yeah, you could probably find good footing if you actually pull yourself up, like you're doing like a chin up with your javelins, and then use your pull up and swing around and use your javelins as footholds. You'd have your hands free to use your maul. You just have Sheo hanging on your back still.
It'll be fine with me. Do I got to roll something to try to get to that position, or can we just do it?
Go ahead and roll athletics again.
Not one, I bet.
In the Natonefox channel?
Oh no, 10.
Never before seen.
All right, so Boulder, you manage to kind of like start to pull yourself up, and Show kind of moves awkwardly and digs his talons into you a little bit, and you drop back down, but you're still holding on to your javelins if you want to try again.
Second try is a charm.
Well,
Better.
This time you manage to pull yourself up enough that you have your waist up onto the bar of one of your javelins now. You want to roll one more athletics, you should be able to make it.
oh my
Yep,
god.
you pull
That's
yourself
better.
up, and even your footing out onto the onto your two javelins. And now you pull
we're
out your
trying to hit it.
maul.
Hold on, can you just fireball it?
I mean, I can firebolt it, yeah.
Firebolt it?
Wait, I can.
Fireball is a different thing and it would kill us all.
I will be the one to singe this thing open. If only I had burning hands.
Fireballs right on top of the party.
Let's see what the most damaging thing I have. Oh wait, it's Arms of Adar. Oh no, it's Shatter. Watch your ass, Balder. No, I'm gonna use I'm just gonna use yeah, Firebolt. I guess it's on the surface of it. I'm just gonna fling it at it.
Do we need to do like a roll since it's like point blank?
Yeah, there has to be a roll for that spell to be cast.
Oh, oops, sorry.
I was waiting on, on him to roll for it.
20. Dirty.
No, it's with disadvantage because this is within melee.
12.
You stick out your hand and the fireball hits the edge of the chitin and bounces back at you, almost searing you.
What? What kind of anti-magic fuckery?
Maybe this is anti-magic indeed.
Oh no.
Okay, well. Okay. Well, can I kind of like try to finally get off his shoulder and climb a little bit farther up so that I'm 5 feet out of range?
Well, you'd still be up against the technically you'd still be within like 5 feet of the orb itself or of
I
the
mean,
sphere
that's
itself.
You can try to
I
aim
want
at a spot that's not 5 feet.
I want to be 5 feet. I want to be right up hugging against the chitin.
Oh no.
All right, if you want to be right up against it and try casting again.
No, I'm gonna try to like get away from Baldur's so that I'm 5 feet away from Baldur's. Like I'm gonna try to climb up a little bit.
All right, go ahead and roll athletics to climb up.
Oh, please give it to me once. You've rolled only beneath a 10 for me for athletics. Ah, well.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Shayla's like, okay, I think I got this.
This
He
is the
climbs
least
up.
athletic Owlin the world has ever known.
And Balder, you feel him leap, and he feels like he's gonna go the distance. And then almost as soon as he leaves your shoulders, he just plummets. Balder, go ahead and roll athletics to catch him. Or just let him fall, whatever.
Just let me
I mean,
fall.
at this rate,
Let me die. Let me
14.
die.
Balder, you kick your foot out and you manage to catch him on your leg, but now you're kind of balancing one foot on this, on your javelin, helping Alan spread out over your leg.
Okay, fine. You know what? I'll do it from this position. I'll use a spell slot. I don't care. I'll use a spell slot. Fine. Okay. I'm going to aim a cone directly at the fucking chitin ball, and I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave.
Okay, go ahead and
you know the laws of thermodynamics.
No, I probably
Every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
We're gonna get flung back. Well,
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be
I think I'll be
great.
a rogue next.
I'm gonna make a Kenku rogue. But okay, so
I thought you wanted to be strong.
okay, Chad, hear me out here. If I
Yeah.
fall this time, just let me go. Just let me go. Okay.
I'll
just
put you
let-
out of your misery.
Yeah, just let me go. I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave at the chitin. I guess I'll roll damage because it's a con save. Oh my god. That's 2d8, by the way.
Amazing.
Shayo, you
Wow.
you raise your hand. Ah! It's a shockwave and it against the side of the spear.
Shayo's like actually contemplating just like letting himself fall. He's actually suicidal. Okay. Fine. He looks over at Ball and he's like I'm not bothered.
Just
Okay.
tears.
But you gotta say you're okay, but you're not okay.
Shayo's just like ugly crying. He's like, I'm okay.
He's like
This is
yeah, okay,
fine.
you know what? That's canon. He's like basically just full like monkey clamping onto your leg, and he's just like ugly crying into your pants.
Callias, you got any ideas?
I can try to beat it with my stick, but I don't know if that's gonna work.
Well, you haven't tried smacking it yet. You got up into position to hit it, and then you never swung to hit.
Oh yeah, I was gonna hit it.
Because then you asked Shayo about this firebolt and sent him into this whole depression spiral.
To be honest, it made a lot of sense to burn chitin. Although chitin is surprisingly resistant to heat,
Alright,
which
roll
is why
damage.
mushrooms don't overcook much.
12.
Well, you bring your maul in and you crack a decent sized hole into the size of this chitinous exterior. And it's almost more like plaster or drywall. You want to give it
It's
another
an
swing because
American household,
now you have a decent sized hole in there, but not enough for anyone to get through just yet. But if you figure if you swing another time or two, you might be able to squeeze through there.
All right, carpentry ants apparently. What if this is a hive?
Could be.
Oh no, it's good.
Your mole comes into the side of the chitin and kind of bounces off as you weren't able to get a good swing on that one because you still have Shayo holding onto your leg going, it's fine. It's okay.
I'm going to pet Shayo's head and be like, there. It's okay.
Theo, does the firebolt come out of his hand?
Yeah,
When you cast?
yeah.
Just stick your hand in that hole.
Okay, he's gonna like.
I thought you'd never ask.
Stick your hand in that hole. So Shayo is like kind of like climbing up like a sloth does, you know, like climbing up a sloth that's like on your body.
Wait, hold up. Before you do,
Yeah.
remember, we are doing this. Save the villager. To save Val. And everything like that. We got to make Mr. Nicholas happy. We got to find our glory. This is your glory hole. Shoot your shot.
It's like Shayo's not sure if he should be laughing or crying even
No,
more.
that was going, but that's amazing.
He's just like doing both at this point. And he climbs up. He's gonna do I have to roll something to climb up to where the hole is?
Yes.
You roll with advantage.
If you're providing the help action, yes.
I'll help him.
Okay.
Yes, I'm helping.
Double net ones.
Oh, it's 12.
Oh, that's a 30.
Oh, wait, what did I need
You're
to
rolling
roll?
for.
Yeah, because he
Fire
wanted to
roll.
climb up first.
So that's acrobatics, or what is that?
Athletics is fine for crawling up into a position that's good for you to do this.
Okay, so athletics it is then? I mean, that's a
Yeah,
4, that's a 12.
With his help, he manages to help hoist Essentially, he's holding you by your collar, holding you up.
It's like still like tears streaming down his feathers.
He's kind of like lantern pointing you at the hole.
Like
Going,
Shay has these,
Right
like
there, right there.
it has like these really big wide eyes, you
No.
know, like
and he's like,
okay.
get elbow deep in that glory hole.
Okay. I'm gonna actually do it. I'm gonna like stick my arm all the way and I'm gonna like cast a fireball inside. Firebolt. Sorry. Distinction.
It would have been much more fun.
It would have been. But I can't, so I'm not going to. I'll just firebolt. That's a 22.
All right. So, this is actually probably a good time to take our first break.
Oh no!
We're so dead.
We're so dead.
Explosion happens. We all just get thrown off.
All right, so we're going to take a quick, like, 15-ish minute break. Everyone get some water, stretch, use the bathroom, whatever you need to do. And we'll see you all back here in about 15 minutes.
Oh god, I have to try and get this on YouTube. Hold on.
Hello, Kawaii Fyra. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for showing up if you're still around. We very much appreciate all the support. Hopefully you all have been enjoying the stream so far. I need to get something because I am dying over here. My throat is like, you cannot handle this. Ninja. Here you go. Oh, you said he had a concert. Ugh. Oh, cheap viewers, huh? Guess what? You just got yourself a cheap boot. Oh, looks like you're already gone.
What happened? Did someone get kicked?
Oh, bot account trying to sell viewers.
Oh, right.
As soon as I clicked on the name, it said the account was already suspended or deactivated.
Well, at least they work fast, I guess.
So how you guys feeling about the session so far?
I'm feeling like what Shay was feeling. It was like ugly crying in my seat the entire time.
Yes, but all these nat ones make it interesting.
I've never had this many nats once in one session.
I might have to set up like a counter and have it like the nat one record up in the corner or something.
Yes, please, please.
Just have that little reward sitting in it that's given to the person with the most nat ones in a single session.
Yeah. It's gonna be like 1 point of inspiration or something if you have like if you hit a record. It would be actually very poetic if you get that inspiration and then use it and then you get another nat one.
Well, I think they're changing how that works in the new book. From the looks of it, what that's going to do is it lets you re-roll any dice.
Oh, so it's like no longer only skill checks.
Right, so it's no longer you're just you can also use it for like re-roll damage or whatever else. Anything that requires a roll, you can use it to re-roll.
Okay.
I think that was in part to give bards a little more versatility. Or no, it's bard inspiration I think is actually staying the same, but they changed this so it's not the same thing as what the bards have. So people are actually willing to use it a little more often or something.
I see.
Again, folks, sorry to everyone out there. My voice is dying. About as badly as Shayo is.
Okay, I need to. I was trying to look for a very specific meme, but I couldn't find it. So
Is there a specific meme that you're feeling today?
yeah, there is, and I can't find it. It's like
Hey yo.
hello.
Hello, welcome back.
Hello. I'm back.
So how you feel about the session so far?
I'm scared.
Oh, I found it! I found it! This is what I feel like. This is what I'm currently feeling.
Oh no.
This is what I'm currently feeling. And this is what I was feeling 2 dice rolls ago. So that's just it.
It's okay. It's not quite time for us to come back, Balder, anyway.
Alias, when you try to read into his mind. Fuck. Just send a... What the fuck is that ABIF? I just want to send a picture. Copy image.
It's funny because the only reason that AVIF files exist is just that you can't embed them for some reason. Although, like,
What the actual fuck? Who designed this?
I mean, they're used for other stuff as well, but like, oftentimes websites will use AVIF files that you can't like copy and paste them somewhere.
That is shitty.
Uh,
I wanted to send a picture of the goat from the movie The Witch. Because it has like a sassy look.
Oh, I see. Our friend, the gnome away from home, has fashioned a device for you to be able to view the AVIF file. It is called the Eye of Gnome.
Wouldst thou like to live deliciously?
Yes.
Has you an almond joy?
No.
I've never tried them and I want to. Because they have almond in the name.
Almond.
I love almonds.
Do you like almonds?
Yes, I love them.
I don't like almonds.
We can't be friends. They're the tastiest nut.
Okay, actually, no, it's fine. Almonds are not that bad. Pistache is horrible.
You
You're
mean
the first-
pistachios?
Pistachios, those.
You're the first person I've ever heard say that.
That's the first time I've ever heard anyone call them pistache.
I'm sorry. It's because that's what they're called in Dutch, and I kind of figured it was just like the same, but it's not apparently. So apparently it's called pistachio.
Suffering pistache!
Pistache sounds like what a mob boss in New York would call them in the 20s.
Well, to be fair, in Dutch it's called pistache,
I see.
which yeah, I figured it would just be like.
I mean, normally with fruit and stuff, it doesn't change too much, so that's a good.
I mean, you don't call it peanuts. We call it pinda.
We call them cacahuetes.
Perfect.
Which, funnily enough, there's a fun story to that because the original word in Nahuatl, in the language spoken by the Aztecs, it was Natli cacahuetl, which meant cocoa bean of the earth. But the Spanish just removed the Natli, the earth part, and we just called it cocoa bean. So we've been calling peanuts cocoa beans ever since.
I'm back.
Despite the fact that there's cocoa
Perfect.
beans.
Yes.
Who needs this word? We don't need context. Who needs
narrows it down?
Who needs context in this part? Thus, Sheo was born.
Is there any chance we're gonna die in a horrific explosion?
I feel like I'm about to get a reason to make Sheo chaotic evil.
Sheo's the only one that survives.
He crawls out of the cave and by like his talons like upside down. He flips over. And he's just like still crying.
You know, if you have less mass, there's less strength for you to hit the ground with.
Sheo kills everyone. He blows off one of his arms, and he's the only one that survives.
Yeah, and he becomes the antagonist for the next part. He becomes like the world's most inept antagonist because he's actually really smart and makes really good plans, but he sabotages his own plans.
He sabotages himself constantly. That'd make him a Power Rangers villain.
Wait, is Sheo Rita Repulsa?
No.
No, because he hasn't made any of the monsters grow yet.
Sheo, please get a large reduce.
So Sheo shoves his arm elbow deep into that glory hole and fires off a fireball or a fire bolt rather. And he hears something off into the on the other side of the chitin. And he's pretty sure something happened on the other side of that wall, but he didn't really hit the wall, so
No.
Well,
I don't have produce flame, but right.
Joe pulls his hand from the hole, out of the glory hole, and a very fragrant smell begins to drift up through the hole.
Ew, pheromones.
what does it smell like?
Fragrance.
It's very
Flowers.
sweet and kind of flowery in a way.
I don't think that's good.
If any of you want to roll a nature check to identify the smell,
Yes, but my theory it's natural gas, and we're all going to blow up.
Do we all do that?
yeah, you all
Wait.
can.
You want what are we rolling? Nature?
Nin-
Yep.
19.
You're all gathered around the
Yeah.
glory hole. You can all smell what's coming from it.
Oh,
Okay.
it smells like bleach and corn. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
All right, so what you guys... You smelled it before. It's honey.
Honey.
You now smell roasting honey coming from the hole.
No.
You kinda-
No.
You kind of peer into the hole and you see like a whole chamber, and there's just like pools of honey on the other side.
No, don't tell me this is a beehive. You know what? Bees can only stab you once.
And they don't need more.
I think they
feel-
only need to stab us once.
Yeah, I mean, oh dear. I don't want to know how big those bees are. Do y'all want to find out?
No, but I feel we're going to anyways.
Are we gonna climb in? I'm willing to climb in. I'm at this point. I don't care.
You guys will
Is there really-
you guys will need to put another hole in the side of the wall first.
Oh,
Okay, I'll try to make the hole bigger.
That was kind of the
Come on.
point, and then Baldur said, "Shove your arm through the hole," and so you fired your firebolt through the hole after sticking your arm through it rather than hitting the wall again. All right, roll your damage.
I will have you know my arm is still in there.
Oh no.
Oh, what a shame.
Baldur brings his arm back and cracks another hole into the side of the chitin, increasing the size of the hole that was originally there, bringing it even more glory.
Oh, you loosened it up.
There we go. Maybe we can squeeze on in there.
Okay.
All right, you guys can.
Shane's gonna try to climb in through the hole.
All right, go ahead and roll acrobatics or athletics of your choice.
Acrobatics, please. There we go. 11.
You managed to kind of wiggle yourself up there, and you're kind of now just like hanging midsection with your rear end sticking up towards Baldur, your front half kind of like hanging over the other end into the chamber. Your
You can see like he like struggles a bit, but then halfway in when he realizes he's stuck, he just gives up and like his body just goes limp.
You're like, ugh.
I feel like you've got limp a bunch today.
And you could just hear him like crying on the other side again.
Your tail feathers kind of just like drooping in Baldur's face.
He's just weeping.
I look down at Callius. Should we just like push him in?
Yeah? What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, we're already, hundreds of feet up in the air on the side of this honeycomb hive. I just push him in as hard as I can.
Oh no.
All right, well, go ahead and roll your strength check then.
Can I use athletics or just strength?
Yeah.
Okay. $18.
With
Get
a
in there,
good
boy.
shove, you pop Sheo through that hole, and he spills out and slides down onto the sticky floor of the cavern.
Now you're covered in honey.
Ew. Fellas, it's sticky in here.
That's
It's
what she
dark
said.
and sticky, and I want to go home.
She's just like, she's gonna like be recounting this story for years to come. Like, and then we loosened up the glory hole, and it was all sticky inside, and I don't know what to tell you. I went all the way in.
I love that it's ended up being the glory hole officially. It's one of my favorite jokes of
We're
this.
never getting monetized.
To be
Okay,
honest, are we even trying at this point?
we're really not. Okay, I'm just gonna like,
Okay.
I'm just gonna get up and like try to look around, but also lend a helping hand to any other unfortunate adventurers who would want to come in here.
Yeah,
Alright,
I'll
who's
try to.
next?
I guess I'm the one next. So you try
Athletics or
to
acrobatics? With
athletics.
advantage.
I'll help you.
Yay.
Being the tallest, I feel as I should be last, so the hole is already
17.
widened.
Alright, Boulder is able to squeeze through pretty easily. And I think I might be echoing on someone else's
I
on
I
someone
don't hear
else's
it.
camera. Because I could hear myself again on top of someone else.
That's weird.
Yeah, like I'm not really sure who it is, but I could hear myself again.
Yeah. Yeah, that shouldn't be happening.
All right, so with a good heft, Boulder is able to pull himself through, and thanks to Sheo's sticky fingers, he helps get him in there without getting too sticky. But he now looks like a distant cousin to Sheo, covered in some of Sheo's feathers.
Can I fly?
You can try. That's for sure.
Flap my wings. Nope. Nothing.
All right, Callias, your turn.
Mm-hmm. I jump right in.
All right,
Have nothing to lose.
athletics, acrobatics.
With advantage, because I'm helping.
I'm going to try
Yep.
to do it with acrobatics, but remember, I do have mirthful leaps, which means I can jump harder. That's a 20, not well, 30, 20.
I was gonna say that would give you extra length or height in your jump, but not get you through a hole.
But I'm imagining here is like Sheo is like on the other side trying to help, but you just jump through and you just smash right into him.
Knock Sheo back down into the sticky floor.
Just goes again, like this is the first time. Ew, it's sticky in here.
All right, you guys look around this room and you see what looks to be a few pools of honey, which Sheo managed to land in one of. So it's filled with feathers and dirt and other such.
Okay,
And there also seems to be like berries and fruit and people and bodies hanging from the walls.
I just imagine Sheo is gonna be bald by the end of his life. He's just gonna be featherless.
Hold on, let me Google something real quick before we do anything else.
It's all the
It's
stress and almost
honey.
dying.
Is honey flammable?
I don't think it is.
Pure honey will burn, while adulterated honey will not. Ah, it's a glory hole. Therefore, it's adulterated honey and it will not burn.
Good to know.
That's a lot of assumptions there.
I feel like adulterated honey is a very weird description.
It's R-rated,
It's
adult
adulterated honey.
It really is adult
cheating.
honey.
which means it's only made by the.
Such a cheater.
That means it's only made by the strongest of bee pirates.
Yeah.
Yar.
Okay,
Nope.
well, there's bodies in here, and well, hi. So could Val be in here?
If you guys want to roll to look,
You want to try to do a
Yeah.
telepathic link to her?
I
You
mean,
met her
I have
before.
a true, so I should be able to, right? Wait.
I rolled 26 perception.
Yeah, as a bonus action, choose one creature you can see. No, I have to be able to see her.
Oh no.
You sound so
Oh
disappointed.
no.
I know.
Balder, you're kind of eyeing the food more than anything else than looking for people necessarily.
Wait, but what are we rolling, by the way? Investigation or perception? Perception, okay.
However you want to search.
Oh, oops. Okay, well, perception's a pretty okay roll. I'll take that. 19.
You don't see Val in this room necessarily, but you do see what may have once been villagers.
Oh.
They are plastered up against the side of whatever structure this is. And it looks like their insides have been erupted out from them. And they are now kind of like hollow on the inside. And are almost more like skin suits just hanging on the wall now.
Oh. Ew.
Erupted is not the word I wanted to hear.
Guys,
Ooh.
the villagers are sticky. They're on the wall. What do we do with them? Like, do we get them off?
Maybe we could bring them down. They should be brought back to their homes.
Out of here.
How do we? Yeah. How would we do that?
Guess we probably need to find Vol first.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess if they'd taken her anywhere, they probably would take her somewhere in this structure. Is there like more to this room? Because I assume we use perception just from like the entrance.
You are specifically looking for Val.
Oh, okay.
If you want to look for other things or just kind of like look around in general, you can roll other things or again. That was more of you were looking for Val.
Okay, I'll roll for perception again, but this time just take a look around the room. Or is that investigation? Is it investigation or perception?
Either one or whatever other stat you might want to use, depending on how you want to use it.
I'll do investigation and just try to look closely. Okay, it's a 10.
Uh, you take a closer look at some of these bodies, and it looks like there's something else foreign that was left inside the skin suit that's now kind of just like dangling there from the whatever substance is holding these things up against the wall.
Oh, so like basic. Okay, so what you're saying is that there was something inside them, but it's like kind of like dripping out now, or what?
No, it's like it looks almost like there's like little like globs of like spitballs inside of the
Oh.
inside, but those are kind of like hollowed out and wispy.
Uh, I'm gonna use a nature check, but I'm having a funny feeling that these are eggs. I'm gonna use a nature check on them to try and figure that one out.
All right.
Um, 14.
Uh, you take a good look at these things, and you know there are insectoid-like creatures that have been known to paralyze prey, take them home, and then turn the prey's body into an incubation chamber for their young. And then while they're still alive, the young will often burst out of those eggs and then devour them from the inside while they are still alive.
No, what the hell? We should find Val quickly if this is her fate too.
That's
Die
about all
or
you get
not?
from that nature check.
Right. Okay. I mean, there has to be more to this room because, like, the outsides are structurally sound, and I'm gonna assume that there was some kind of entrance at the bottom. So there's probably a way to go down from here.
I don't want to meet the people living here.
I mean, we have to look for Val, and this is the only sign of life
Yeah.
so far.
Have you checked that there is no eggs inside these husks?
I guess we can do an investigation check to see if there's more. Maybe. Wait, can I do an investigation check to see if there's like intact eggs?
You look around real quick. You know what you're looking for since you found them in the one body. There do seem to be eggs in the rest of these bodies, but all these eggs seem to be really old.
Oh. So this could be an old hive.
Like, even these bodies, go ahead and roll another nature check for me.
Okay. 16.
Yeah, looking at these bodies, you can safely assume that these bodies have been hanging here, possibly preserved by the honey and other sticky substances, keeping the skin moisturized has kept the skin here. But these bodies are really old.
Oh.
Like,
Okay.
This has been
probably older than the tree outside.
Oh. This has been like a thing for very long then. Okay.
We're gonna have to go down, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so. And Val might not even be in this specific hive. Maybe there's more hives. Let's just. I guess we just have to keep looking. It's our only option.
Yep.
Is there anything else you want to do while you're in this room, or?
I mean, does like this honey-like substance? Can I do a nature check to see if it's actually honey?
Yep.
Okay, I'll do
You
that.
can do a taste check.
What's that?
Just taste it.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Are you're gonna taste the mucus?
The honey.
I mean, we don't know if it's honey.
Does
Okay,
it smell
well,
like honey?
I mean, does it?
I don't even know if honey has a smell, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
mean,
it's got a very sweet smell like honey does.
Okay, I'll taste it.
Right?
It's fine, guys. I got advantage on Constitution saves against
I was just
poison.
gonna say, you ready for that Constitution saving throw?
Go ahead and roll a Constitution for me, Balder.
Probably
14.
tastes rotten.
Yep, this
That's
is
214.
100% honey.
Oh,
In fact, Balder, for eating some of this honey, you gain 25 temporary hit points.
whoa!
Fuck yeah. Wait, is this honey gonna have eggs inside of it and then Baldur's going to just burst later on?
This stuff is packed with nutrients.
So I feel like this is just like feeding grounds. I don't think there's actually gonna be eggs in here because they don't plant the eggs in just like in fluid. Like they would have to have some kind of host. So I think I'm just gonna, and the Sheos is gonna like get down on his knees. He's gonna also scarf down a little bit of honey.
I will too if everyone does it. I'm peer pressured easily.
All right. For those who drink the honey, gain 25 temporary hit points.
Yes.
If only Bal was here, she'd be so proud.
Drinking strange fluids, we don't know where it came from or what it is.
But
It's like
gaining 25 temporary hit
Like
points.
Mr. DM gives us 25 temporary hit points, but wait for the power word kill at the end of this hallway.
Oh, he doesn't need that. He just needs to put in a slightly deep pit, and we'll find a way to kill ourselves with it.
No, there's no
Alright.
power word kill, but there is a power word depression down there.
No.
It's already hit Sheo.
It's like I would want to get the first the images I've posted in the server, specifically the bottom one. That's just gonna be like the stage Sheo is in when he gets back home.
They're gonna bring him back in a wagon. They're like, "What's wrong with him?" He's having a meltdown.
Once you go back home to your village, and your dad's been there for like a year.
Yeah. He actually found the hidden continent and came back.
He's like, "I told you I
First
was
time to
coming
tell you.
right back. Where were you?"
I told you it would be like 2 weeks, and then he comes back. And mind you, last time he was there, the entire village is just like completely empty. And then it turns out they all just went for a hike, and they came back the next day.
No, it's just he actually did leave for like 2 minutes, and you just wandered off and forgot where you were. And he came back. He was like, literally, as soon as I turned my back, it was awful. Him and his wife got a divorce over the whole thing. It was bad.
Oh no.
I like to think that the divorce was not because he actually went away, because that's common. But like the fact that like that Sheo just turned off and ran away. Sheo was the glue that kept his parents together.
You were just
I
the
mean-
honey preserving it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Are we ready to go and find a way down?
Yep.
All right,
Let's see.
so you guys take what seems to be the one large arching door out, and you come into a large centralized chamber that leads off in a couple of different directions. You have two off to your left from where you came out at, and you have another two across from where you are on the far side of the circular dome-like chamber, and then you have two to your right, one immediately and one that's more on the far right end of the circular sphere dome.
So, which way we go first?
The safer.
What if we yell for Val and see if she answers us?
What if we save here first, then we try a door?
Wait. What if we're like, oh no, I dropped my gold?
Do you think bugs would care about gold? We would need to
No.
say, "Oh no, I dropped my honey."
Val would.
Like actually,
Oh.
like to prove the point, Sheo detaches the pouch from his hip and like actually like drops it on the floor and it makes like a clinking sound.
And as you drop it, one of the floor gnomes grabs it and runs off with it.
No.
No. Why
Or-
are there no here?
Sorry,
Well,
one
Why
of
is there a gnome away from home?
the floor leprechauns. Sorry, floor leprechauns.
Floor
leprechauns
leprechaun.
are my cousins. They also have goat legs.
You know, floor leprechauns. Your cousin stole my money.
Oh yeah, they do that.
No.
Before it even had a chance to hit the ground. Floor gold is our domain.
This gives me similar vibes to like the party assails a gnome on the city streets for being a pickpocket, and then the gnome gets a lair action.
That's evil.
Well, you attacked the dome in its own home, in its own streets.
If Val was here and that happened, she'd be like, okay, that thing dies first.
It's nice that this has been the game where we've been the most appreciative of all. The only game that she's not in.
Where you realize how much weight she pulls.
Next game
Well,
we'll
half
all
the
have
weight-
to give her the cold shoulder. Like
Half her
seems
weight's
like
rolled, so So
Feel free
should
to
we-
continue, by the way.
what if we like drop a stick and what if we drop a thing of morning wood and see which way it points to? You still got something on your head, right?
It normally points up, I think. I know, and also no, I don't. We removed the thing, right? I do have flowers in my head.
What if we throw a flower up in the air and see which one it goes closest to? Just gonna randomize.
Wait, I'm now thinking this guys produce honey. My hair is made of flowers. Oh no.
Oh dear.
You just hear the buzzing. It's like in the Lord of the Rings when they just hear the goblins marching towards them.
Buzzing. Buzzing in the deep. It's the buzz log.
I have made Sheo's depression chart, by the way. Yeah, I think it's fitting.
The deeper into the cave, the more into the depression.
Oh, that's what it can be. The Cave of Depression.
Yes.
So the sea cave, it's the bee cave.
Bee cave. Bzzz, bzzz.
BK. BK.
Bee cave.
Okay, we do need to do that when we get to Valdo. We all happily
Welcome to
say
the-
BK.
It's gonna be like, welcome to the bee cave. Actually, untied. Wait,
Mine's like puking eggs. BK.
bee cave. Also, speaking of which, there's like 4 hallways here, right?
You have 2 to your left, 2 straight down on the opposite side in the corners of the room, and then you have another one to your immediate right.
Okay, so I guess we're just gonna start on the left and just like work our way forward, I guess.
Works for me.
Okay, we take the one the far left, the first one.
All right, you go to the first one immediately to your left, and it appears to be a long, sloping entrance that runs upwards.
Oh, we don't need to go up, do we?
I think we're trying to go down. I am willing to bet the rest of my sanity that the way down is on the right, and Sheo confidently marches up to the one that goes to the right.
Never. Do you think he has much sanity left?
All right, so you turn around and you go
no.
back right, and you pass where you pass the first thing on the right, which is the door that you guys had just come out of. And you go up and you see what looks to be a long cylindrical tube going straight down.
Fellas, I found a tube.
Well, we're out of rope, so unless you want to jump.
Well, it's not
Oh, wait,
like a
did we get the
90
rope back?
degree down, it's more like a 45-degree angle, so it's almost more like a slide.
Ooh.
I want to go
Oh,
down
that
the
sounds
power slide.
fun.
BK.
Bee
BK!
cave! All the way down.
God.
All right, so you guys want to take the slide down?
Do we even have an option at this point?
No. Up or down? We decided down.
All right, so without checking the other rooms, you guys slide down the slide. Sheo's a little more difficult going down as he keeps sticking to the surface.
No.
Not in the fun slide. It's like trying to go down a water slide that's not wet.
Oh. Why is the glory hole not wet?
Wait, don't make it wet.
Don't make the glory hole wet.
Do any of us have create water?
I don't have create water, but I do have a oil.
I like to think that this entire conversation takes place in character while we are actively trying to slide down the slide.
Yeah, I'm going to mention I have some oil.
You have oil?
Yes.
It, I mean, maybe if you put the oil on your lower torso.
Where my fur is? No, that's gonna be so hard to remove.
Then he like holds up his fetish, which is actually absolutely soaked in honey, and he just gives you a stare, and he says like this.
Yes, like that. Precisely.
Okay, well, I guess I'm
If
gonna.
Val is in one of those other rooms, I'm gonna be so mad.
If Val's all the way up top, like, because like, imagine if the entrance is all the way in the bottom, and we were supposed to go from the lower part to the upper part, and we were actually closer to Val already, and now we're
Well,
going the wrong
I
way.
mean, if we're being reasonable, I'm speaking out of character, that's more likely. This is old part, the other ones are young parts. So it would be more likely that she'd be in the younger parts of the hive.
I mean, it was
I
built from
mean,
it was built
it's
from the
only a
top.
45-degree angle, so and with it being sticky, it wouldn't be too hard to climb back up.
I mean, yeah, you're right. It did say that the lower parts are younger, so that would mean that logically speaking, Val would be in the lower parts.
Yeah, I don't think any bee has been up here for some time.
Well, I guess we're sliding. So where do we end up?
All right, so as you guys begin to slide down, it feels like you're descending for a good half an hour
Holy shit!
before you guys start to notice that you're passing level upon level upon level, where the slide kind of juts out to the side as like a secondary path. Before you guys finally hit the bottom of the slide, and you come out into a large honey chamber.
Oh no, not like what he said. Not like what Kalia said. Don't tell me. If it's actually like this, I'm going to cry.
The bees are dancing.
No, but it is kind of like that, where there's like a giant pool in the center just filled with honey. There's like a small
honey
walkway
waterfall?
that just runs along the sides. No, there's no waterfall. But there's just a huge pool of honey.
Well, yeah, it would be a waterfall. It'd be a honey fall.
Oh, I do love my most favorite spell: create or destroy honey. Now,
We missed the room
so
with the school.
also here's the thing. You remember how I said that pure honey is flammable?
Yes.
You remember how the DM said that the honey in this place is pure?
Remember how we said that Val is probably in this place as well?
You remember how I said he like readies a fireball? No, I won't. I will contain myself. Besides, it probably wouldn't work because in such high concentrations, the flame will probably just die out after a little bit. Anyway,
I'm no scientist.
I am no scientist. It's like this is absolute bullshit. By the way, the flame dying out. If anything, it would burn brighter. But I'm just trying not to destroy the entire like fight room. Okay.
Is there any more bodies down here?
There doesn't appear to be any bodies in this room.
Okay. Are there any ritual sacrifices going on?
What the fuck?
This doesn't appear to be a ritualistic sacrificial chamber.
Okay, because like when you mentioned a pool of honey, I was thinking of this. Do you all remember? Please tell me y'all remember this scene. Hold on, it's not the full thing, but this from Indiana Jones.
No, there does not appear to be any hanging death chamber over a pool of honey.
Oh, this is a sad day.
No sacrifices to the bee god.
B.
Be. To be or not to be?
To be.
That is the question.
Wait, please, make us a Shakespearean bee. I would die.
Please, Mr. DM, make a B monologue. I will do it for you if I have to, but I just want a B monologue.
Bee monologue.
To be or not to be? And how do we answer this question?
According to all known laws of aviation.
The Bee Times
Yeah.
newspaper is called "What's the Buzz?"
Yeah.
I thought it was
The-
gonna be called you like gas.
The gossip paper is called Spill the Honey. Ah. End it. End it. End the scene. Where did we? Okay, wait. Actually, hold on. But so as I understand, there's a pool of honey in the middle. We just came down this slide, and there's walkways surrounding the pool of honey.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing else in this room.
There's no bees.
You can
No
roll a
bees.
perception check to look for to look around. That's just your general view of the area.
You know, if this was a movie script and I was writing it, I would make it so that one of the characters sets the pool on fire and then the walls light up and there's just like millions of bees.
Don't give him ideas on the fly.
No, it will be on the B.
Oh, I have a 9, by the way.
17.
I'm going to roll as well. Where is it? Sorry, I had the video of the pony puff.
Good fuck's sake.
Sheo's a little busy trying to unstick himself from the
Slime.
slide still. Baldur and Callias, you do look, and across on the far end of the chamber, you see a person in robes and a turban, and has a large greenish metallic object floating above his head, kind of bending over and dipping like a vial or something into the honey and inspecting it.
The honey wizard.
No.
Hello!
I am going to get close and ask him. I'm going to get close. Hello? Who are you? What are you doing inside of here?
This is a good 10-15 minute walk to walk all the way around the honey pool. It's a large
Let's-
pool in a large chamber.
I keep forgetting like the scale of this chamber because like
Yeah,
to
this
us
is
it's
hard to keep track of.
to us it feels like it feels like building size, but this is not building sized. This
No,
is like,
this is like walking across like a state park.
yeah.
I am going to start jumping up and down and flailing my arms in the air to say hi, hello.
Okay, hold on.
Hi.
Oh, please let me do a bit. Can I do a bit?
Sure.
Yes, go ahead.
Sheo's going to use telepathic speech. No, we were not. Fuck, we're not within 30 feet.
No,
How
you
much
are
for
not.
Message? How much for message? 120 feet. I remember 120 feet.
No.
Ah, okay, fine. Okay, you know what? I won't. We're gonna keep moving.
All right, so after some walking, you guys managed to get over to where this person is.
2 hours later.
Almost, yeah. And he's like, he kind of like sits up in a jolt, noticing you. And now that you get a better look at him, he is wearing a full robe with the hood up, and then he has a turban on top of that robe hood. He has what appears to be an old-fashioned theater mask, with half of it being a smiley face, the other half being a sad face. And he has a large, slightly glowing greenish metallic object floating above his head, with a golden ring, or not golden, but like a lime green halo-like light circle circling around that object. His robes kind of extend longer than his hands actually are, but with his one hand that's out, you see him wearing gloves holding onto a beaker that he has filled with the honey from the pool.
30 minutes for in the beaker with honey. It is very dense.
Sheo's gonna shout, "Did you see a fairy coming through here?"
Oh no,
Hi.
I have not seen any fairies around here. His voice is rather light and airy, and it sounds almost like it's coming from your heads.
Hi, we're searching for a friend in here, and also missing villagers. Do you know where they may be?
Oh, I do believe there might be some villagers a few floors up from here.
We
Up.
found them, and they were very dry and not very alive.
No, that'd be the ones more towards the higher floors. The more new recent ones are a little lower. Just a few floors
How do you
above
know?
us.
How do you know all that?
Well,
What are you doing here?
after I arrived here a few days ago and villagers started going missing, and I found out what was going on, of course I had to come and take a look for myself.
Oh, so I take it you're the alchemist we've
Are you
been
the
looking
alchemist?
for.
Indeed. Well, I'm an alchemist in the sense of what we now call an alchemist, but I'm not what used to be called an alchemist, not a true alchemist. I'm more of an herbalist.
Harriet looks completely clueless as to the difference between those two.
You see,
So,
a true uh, a true alchemist would be able to change materials from one type to another, transmogrify materials, and change their very composite and being from one state to another. I just make things like potions and poisons from naturally occurring objects, which is more of a science.
When you really think about it, aren't we all alchemists?
How come?
Well, we all eat food, and then we turn that food into poop.
But that would be a herbalist because of what they said. That's transmuting things from that are naturally occurring in nature.
No, that's more of a chemical reaction that doesn't necessarily change the property of matter. It's still the same thing. It's just it's being condensed down into its parts, not actually changing what it is.
Hmm. Balder,
you
I don't understand.
you sound like a smart cookie. Did you write any books I can count?
No, I'm afraid I haven't written any books.
No. Worth a shot.
Uh,
Okay.
do you know what we should be doing with this place? It seems to be dangerous to the citizens, but it also seems very old.
Oh, indeed. This place has probably been around since the ancient times.
I
I'm
think
just
there was
wondering
even
how,
before my people live here.
if it's been here so long, how has nobody noticed it's been here?
Did you
Like,
notice?
surely people would.
Well, if you came through the entrance, which I'd assume you'd have to, it appears to be the only one.
Mm,
Kind of made our own.
there may be two now.
There was a great tree that was growing over the top of the entrance. And of course, considering that you guys came from the lumbering town, I guess, if you were looking for me, they probably cut down the wrong tree and released whatever was in here, which are these insectoids, which are called, Vino wasps?
Willow wasps?
Vino
Oh, we know
wasps.
the wasp.
Vino wasps.
It's a
Oh.
Pokemon.
No, I think that's Beedrill. Making the whole world, sorry.
Oh no. I mean, if you had a bee drill, we could have poked that wall a bit.
It's the honey, okay? The honey
Well,
allows.
what I know about
If the-
them is they're insectoid creatures. They give a parasitic-like birth, injecting their young into warm bodies, using them as incubation masses. These creatures burrow and dig to form colonies and hives, much like this one that we're in currently. This hive is probably filled with millions of Venowasps in different states of their forms and evolution.
BM, I know you love Pokemon. If the final boss of this is a Mega Beedrill, I swear.
So
They
we
start off
have
in a more of a large worm-like state, which is their larval form.
a bootlace worm.
And these creatures, and those are good at burrowing, and they usually attack from underground. They have hooked tongues, which they use to latch and hook onto targets, ripping and tearing at their skin when they try to break away, eventually pulling them underground when they're exhausted from struggling.
I feel like we've seen those before in a big field, or was that something else?
I think those are rabbits.
No, those were false beast hares.
Okay.
This would be explaining what was digging the holes under the village.
Oh right. Okay. That
Is
makes
it was the
sense.
larval form hunting, but they weren't able to get through the floorboards on some of the houses.
Right. Okay. Well,
The full-size wasps have butterfly-like wings that give off a dust that can induce sleep. They also have large paralytic stingers on their abdomens.
yeah, it one of those like took our cleric, our fairy cleric, and I'm assuming took it here to the hive. Um, I mean, if she's going to be like an incubator, then I think we should, free her while she's not an incubator.
I mean, that is very possible. The queen has been in a hyper state of laying eggs recently.
I mean, she's very tiny. I don't think she could be used for much, I hope. They have discarded her, maybe, for that purpose.
Well, generally, every other floor will have like a trash room that's usually filled with old adventuring gear and treasure, stuff that we might find valuable, but the creatures not so much.
We can steal her money from the trash room and then just leave.
Oh, Val would love that.
It's
No,
what Val would do.
it's what Val would do. But let's actually go
What
get
she'd
Val.
want.
It's what she'd want us to do. No, but I think we need to go to the most recent incubation chambers and like try to find Val there.
Mhm.
Yeah, she
And
was
thank them for
literally
the
taken this
content.
morning.
Okay, so I guess we just have to like climb back up the slope until we find the first floor of activity in it.
Well, if you're the next level is more for the worker bee, the worker venom wasps. If you want the more recent ones, they'd probably be on this floor because I do believe she's trying to prepare for a new hive to be made. So she'll be laying queen larvae, which would be on this floor.
Oh. Okay, so is there like a way through? Is there like a doorway somewhere in this room?
Yes. He points to either side, and there are large archways that lead off into other rooms on either side of where you guys are.
Okay.
There are egg chambers in either of those directions where where you should find royal uh royal venom-wasp larvae. There's probably a good few hundreds in each.
Hundreds of larvae.
Yes. And each one of those will make another hive, which will then generate another million venom-wasps, which will then produce another few hundred queens. It's really quite fascinating.
How have they not just taken over the world by now?
Well, that old tree was probably infused with some kind of magic and kept them trapped down here. And here they remained in hibernation until they were awoken.
Deforestation.
Yeah. Okay. I think we'll deal with that once we get Val back. I'm sure we can do something for that tree, or maybe there's like a way we can, just seal the entrance. But I think we need to go.
We
Yeah,
need to find her first and
we need to
reseal the
find.
entrance in whatever way we can.
Yeah, and that seems more like a country's problem, not an adventurer party problem.
Yeah. Okay, let's go find
Yeah.
Val. I guess we're just gonna have to check one of these rooms and possibly check the other.
I look at the alchemist, like, can you like go with us and help us help lead the way? Because you seem like you've been here for a few days and you found, your way around this place more than us.
Oh, yes, indeed. I could come with you.
I'm just wondering how you've still been alive all this time.
Oh, I don't think they're all that interested in me, really.
Why would that be? You seem really interesting to me.
Well, what you guys might find interesting is fairly different from what these things might find interesting.
But they seem to only be caring about laying eggs, right?
Indeed.
Are you saying that you don't have any flesh for them to incubate in?
No, I never said that. I just said they're not interested in me.
Okay.
Are you a
Well,
Skelly?
this is... Okay, let's not pry. I'm sure this person will tell us when they're ready. I guess we're gonna head to one of these rooms. I guess just start on the left again.
And maybe if we're lucky, the bee saw Val's wings and thought she was another bee and took her to, help her.
Yeah.
Oh, please. Princess Ball of the Bees.
Like they worship her now.
Maybe she's become another queen bee. She's very good at being the queen.
Oh, my name
He's
is,
very good at queening, you say?
my name is Slaverus Durine, by the way.
What?
My name is Slaverus Durine.
Okay.
Slaverist.
Slaverus.
Laverus.
Indeed.
Well, Mr. Lavis, nice to meet you, but I think we should really go after our friend now. We've already wasted some time trying to get
Yeah,
here.
Mr. Labyrinth. Where really should we going?
Mr. Labyrinth. No.
All right. As you guys are making your way forward,
Making our way downtown.
Walking past places, but no home.
you guys see 4 large larval-like creatures sliding across the bottom of the floor towards you guys.
Oh.
And with that, you guys can roll initiative.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
we're fighting babies.
I am so done.
Oh my god.
I am so done.
Is that what? The 8th natural one that's been rolled?
Uh,
16. Oh, Shea, at this point, I think Shea should just retire from
Theo
adventure.
is going to go to retire after this adventure.
Just go talk to Nicholas. Like, it's been fun. The sea cave was cool, but
The sea cave was cool, but I would like to terminate my end of the contract so I can go look for the hidden continent.
I think I know why my people retired collectively
I
as a
know why everyone
whole.
leave.
Oh dear.
All right. All right. Let's see here. Balder, you go first.
Okay, well,
And
if I go
then
into
Callias.
Mhm.
And then all 4 larvae. And then Sheo.
Yeah.
And
Will I be left?
no, because Slaverus is a non-combatant NPC. He goes last in the turn order.
Oh, okay.
Damn you, Labyrinth.
God,
Dang, I thought I was gonna be our healer.
it can still be a healer.
He's a non-combative NPC, which means he has no real way to damage opponents. That doesn't mean he's not going to help in combat in some way.
We're gonna give him
He's
a sword.
just not exactly combat oriented, but he can do things to kind of try to help you guys.
You said there's 4 of them.
Yes.
Okay, how far away are they?
These things are about 30 feet in front of you guys.
Why are they always starting 30 feet?
That's about your guys' ability to see things in the dark.
My torch.
All right. Well, I guess
You never
I'll
lit
just,
a new torch.
No, I know. I'm grieving over the old one.
I guess I'll run 25 feet and wait for them to come to me.
You can't run 30.
Nope, my speed's 20. I actually, you know what? I'll dash. I'll dash up to him. I'll get right in the face of one of them and just stand there menacingly.
All right. Now that you're up close to these things, they look like giant flesh bag worm serpent creatures with mouths that split open cross sectionally. So it has 4 flaps. And one of these things kind of rears back looking towards you as you run towards it. And those flaps open and these long hooked tongues slide out as this thing kind of hisses at you.
Ooh.
And
Is it like the predator?
rearing, yeah, it kind of splits almost like the predator's mouth, but this thing is its whole front head.
This thing's got no frontal lobe. It can't think real good.
Neither can I.
If
Neither
it
can
has
we.
no frontal lobe, it means that Dissonant Whispers is on the menu.
Remember when you'd used that on a fish and it failed?
Yeah, it's still like the world's smartest fucking fish for some reason.
Sheo starts to pick himself back up, going, I got this. I can mind spike that. And then Elias is like, remember that time you tried to do that to a fish and it failed? He goes, okay. Just kind of lays back down. And it's
He's like,
full of tears.
He goes
He
up into
cannot-
a ball.
He's not allowed to hype himself up, okay?
I was saying that out of character, right? Honestly.
He's just like
Puts in
weeping on the
character too.
floor.
He's like, I can do this. I feel great. And Elias is like, no, you don't. He goes, okay. And he kind of curls back up. He goes back to crying.
Don't worry, it'll work this time. I'm sure. You've been having such bad luck today, so at some point it's gonna turn around.
All right, Colias, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to walk 30 feet. That gets me close enough to hit one of them, doesn't it?
Yes.
I'm going to use my bonus action while I move to cast Shield on my weapon. And I'm going to brandish my wooden toy sword on the head of whatever this beast is. That is a 15. It's a 15 hit.
Yes, a 15 hits. Roll for damage.
Okay, I absolutely hate this fucker. So now it's my favorite enemy. So it's going to be taken 13 damage, and it's going to be taken 1d4 off of being my favorite enemy, which is another 2, and another d4 because my curse, when I hit him, it's transferring parts of my thoughts into him and damaging him psychically. that's another 3 points of damage. So that's a total of 18.
All right, you come walking up to what is essentially like almost like a python-sized larva, and you smack your quarterstaff against the front side of its body, and it just like pops like a pimple and just like explodes in viscera and gore everywhere as you smack against it. Now you're just like drenched in bug juice.
Ew.
Hey, Kalias, just out of pure curiosity, did you multi-class your third level into Warlock?
No, that is a ranger ability.
What the?
That is called Dreadful Strikes, and it's part of my ranger ability.
Huh.
Hey, Wanderer, it's very cool. I recommend it. Check it out.
All right, and now the kind of larva that hissed at Boulder is now going to attack at him, and it's going to use hooked tongues. As long hooked tongues come bearing forward to lash at Boulder,
All right.
and it completely misses as it like strikes the ground at Boulder's feet, lunging forward and striking at it almost like a snake would. Its hooked talons digging into the chitinous armor on the ground. All right, and then the next larva is now going to attack Callias with him being up close and personal as well.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 16 hit?
16. Let me check. Yeah, it does hit. Barely.
All right.
The other target is dead, right? Like that.
One of them is, yes.
Okay, so I lost my concentration anyway. So.
And it does 5 points of damage to you as you feel the mouth of this thing kind of like wrap around you. As you and the tongues kind of like dig into your flesh, hooking and jagging upwards like a fish hook. You feel like the small barbs kind of like pushing and stretching your skin as they push through. No, and now you know, like if you could potentially wrestle this thing off of you, but doing so will cause yourself damage to try and rip these things off, as those tongues are meant to hook and latch onto things and hold them there.
Is the damage considered elemental?
It is not.
Fuck.
It is piercing, if anything.
Yeah, because I thought it would be my baby contest asset.
All right. The other one is going to slither forward and jump at Sheo. And does a 21 hit.
Yes.
This one also latches on to Sheo, doing the same thing as it bites down onto him, wrapping its mouth around him and then digging its hooked tongues into him, dealing 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Ow.
All right, Boulder, it is... nope, never mind, it's Sheo's turn.
How far away am I from my teammates?
About 30 feet.
Okay.
It's your time to shine.
Thunderclap because I want to get this thing off me.
All
So
right.
that's a con save.
It's a con save.
Yes.
What's it need to beat?
14.
It passed.
Fuck. Okay, so it takes no damage. It's just like a loud bang.
As you try to, you can't really jigger your arms to go into a direction as you kind of like fire the concussive blast as best you can, but you can't get quite the angle on it as this thing is also kind of like its mouths are latched around your arms also, enveloping like your almost entire torso because these things are huge.
Wait, they're huge?
Well, they're not like huge size, but for larvae, these things are like the size of pythons.
Okay.
their mouths are wide enough that they can wrap around you guys. All right, but it is now Slavers's turn. And let me see what he's gonna do. All right. He is going to pull out a little dart-looking thing and chuck it, hitting the creature that is attacking Shayo. That creature is now intoxicated with a poison that grants all targets advantage on it for the turn, and it has disadvantage for the turn.
Okay.
Until Slavers's next turn. It is now Baldur's turn.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and attack the one that I ran up to. And I'm just going to go ahead and attack recklessly for advantage.
All right. Are you raged?
Nope.
Oh, you can attack recklessly outside of range. Okay.
Yep.
Yes. I have a whole build based around that.
Oh
as well.
no. 12.
You swing and smash at this thing, and it kind of like slithers around you, and you manage to miss smacking at this thing.
No.
Callias, it is now your turn.
Okay, I'm going to. There was one that was biting me currently, right?
Yes, it is currently biting you.
Yeah, I am going to hit it with the quarterstaff again.
All right, you have
Well-
disadvantage on that.
Yeah, I don't really have many other choices. That's a 17 hit.
17 hits. Roll for damage.
So it's going to get 7 damage, plus whatever it's on my Dreadful Strikes, which is 1, so 8 damage.
All right, you smack into this thing, you manage to wrap your quarterstaff around it and squeeze, and then it pops, exploding viscera all over you.
Ew.
I'm going to bathe in honey after this.
All right, it is now the larva's turn that is fighting with Baldur.
It does have advantage.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes, it does.
All right, it does 2 points of damage to you. And it is now latched onto your body.
Like the same way as the
Yeah,
others, or
its
Okay.
hooked tongues are now latched into you. All right, it is now the larva's turn that is latched onto Shayo. Does an 11 hit you?
No.
All right, because of the poison, its mouth is kind of like slack a little. Like the tongues are still dug into you, but it's not able to get enough bite force onto you to actually bite down. So it does not inflict any damage on you this turn.
Good. Good.
All right, it is now Shayo's turn.
Okay. Okay. I will use dissonant whispers on this thing.
All right,
So that's a wisdom save 14.
it passed.
Fuck. Okay, it takes half damage.
It's so retiring.
It takes 5.
Takes 5.
Yep.
This thing just pops on you. Now you're just covered in viscera too.
Ew.
So now you're sticky from honey. You got all this larva goo on you. You're drenched in your own tears.
Yeah.
You have just had a day.
Shay needs a therapist after this.
All right, it is now Slavers's turn. And he is going to throw a 1d4 plus 4 potion over to Sheo.
Okay. I will catch it or attempt to.
Now you
Oh god.
you catch it, and his ability allows you to down it there, giving you 1d4 plus 4 health back.
Okay, I'll do that. I mean, it's gonna bring me up to full HP anyway. So should I still roll?
I roll for it because it's his potion,
Okay,
but yeah, you get 7 HP back.
7 HP. Okay.
It does not heal temp HP, just if you're down full HP, and Sheo's the only one I know of that was actually down full HP.
Yes.
Alright, it is now Boulder's turn.
All right. Let's hope I don't miss. Attack recklessly against the one that's latched on me. 14.
Nope, 8, because while it's latched onto you, have disadvantage of hitting it.
Oh my god.
So
Okay.
you start trying to whack at it, and you can't get your arm around to swing with your maul at a good angle to hit this thing.
Now Baldur's starting to tear up.
Colias, it is now your turn.
It's your turn.
Highest MVP in this battle. None of them is biting me, is it?
Right, you still have like the hooks of the tongue of the last one still in you.
Oh fuck. Can I still attack, or am I at a disadvantage?
No, you're fine. It's just disadvantage while they're
Okay.
alive and latched onto you, but you're gonna have to rip those out eventually.
I have to choose from. I'm going
Otherwise,
to
you
pick one
look like
discussion.
otherwise you look like something out of what's it
Isn't there
called?
only one more left?
Oh, it's only
Yeah,
it's only one latch on
there's
you.
only one left, and it's latched on to Baldur.
Does a 14 hit?
14 hits.
Okay, then it takes 7 damage plus another 4. Takes 11 damage.
You bring your quarterstaff around and smack up into this thing, and it pops, spraying both of you with goo.
Ew! I don't want to fight these things anymore.
No, I feel like maybe that goo is gonna do something to us, fellas.
What if
Well,
they
we
think
attract
we're
more
one
of
of them?
If you saw a human covered in blood, did you did you think it's more human because of that?
Yes.
It'll probably smell more human.
True.
Slavers kind of like shuffles up to you guys, and he is like,
Besides,
it's more just blood and viscera from these things. These are more or less like goo flesh bags that eventually transform into full-fleshed venomoths or venomwasps, but
no, we gotta keep it. We gotta keep it.
They just keep switching the Pokemon they are.
Bees.
We finally meet one that's like Venom, Venowasp, Venowasp.
Okay, so I guess we look around the room.
well, you guys weren't quite out of the honey room yet, but I'm rolling something real quick.
Oh,
Oh no.
Loud droning buzzing can be heard now, beginning to fill the chambers
oh.
as Slaverus raises up a single light and casts it up onto the walls, and you see hexagonal chambers where these large venomwasps are beginning to like awaken, and you can see their wings beating against their bodies as their coloration kind of blends in with the odd patterning of the chitin-like walls.
Before the attack, I just remembered I have this, and I could have been using it, although I think the babies wouldn't have been able to respond. But I have Speak with Animals, and I am about to cast it.
Okay, maybe cast it now, probably.
I realized I should have casted it beforehand. I got it when we leveled up to level 3. So I can use one use of it per day for free, which is what I'm going to use. And I'm going to look up at all the Benowas that are about to mow us. Be like, hi!
Oh dear.
But
Their
in
eyes
bees, so
began to light up as you have now awoken the swarm of venom wasps.
they were going to fight, weren't I? One day.
No,
thought it was-
they were just
Oh.
starting to stir because you guys made enough noise to kind of like stir them a
Oh.
bit.
Oh, I thought they were going to attack anyway.
Speaking
Fuck.
to them directly has kind of woken them up now.
I mean, they probably just
Okay.
heard this.
What do they say back?
That's a good question. What did it say back? No, that I fucked it up.
Well, you say hi to these things, and their eyes light up, and they all look down at you. You hear, "What's the buzz?"
Oh no.
We've been setting this one up.
They're not honeybees, they're punny bees.
Oh god.
I'm
going
going
kill
to
all of you.
jump off a building.
What's the buzz? Okay, that would actually be terrifying if this happened IRL, but like in any kind of media, that's actually hilarious.
I'm going to respond to them like, we're looking for our friend. She's like this tall.
And you begin to
also has
hear
wings
echoing
idea.
through the chamber, "Protect the hive, protect the queen, protect the hive, protect the queen." And all everyone else hears is as it sounds like billions of helicopters all trying to take off at once.
Oh,
Okay, can I roll something? Because I'm going to try to convince them that we're no harm. I'm gonna say
Sure,
are
you can
covered in
roll with
viscera.
you can roll
they
with
attacked me.
you can roll with disadvantage.
Okay, they attacked me. I didn't attack them. I have bite marks on me. So I'm going to tell them like, we are not the enemy. Look, I have flowers in my hair. We're friends. We're just here to get our friend back, but we don't need to fight. And I'm going to roll. I guess does this count as saying being honest or is it deception?
This would probably be deception, but you can roll charisma. Just
This
yeah,
is
because that's a
persuasion or
charisma,
deception.
right?
Yeah, it's charisma anyways. I'm just asking if persuasion or deception.
Deception.
Okay, so this would be a
Oh no.
natural one.
Oh my god.
Technically, that's
no.
not a 3, that's a 7. But even with that, sorry, an 8. That's an 8, but even with that, that's terrible. Critical failure.
So we're writing up a new characters, right?
Okay, get your character sheets, fellas. I have like 10 lying around here.
My next character is gonna hate bees.
Wait, oh no, fuck. Can I mass cast calm emotions?
Probably not
Do you
for
have
all.
something that allows you to mass cast on like?
No, it's like a 20 feet sphere. Like anything within the 20-foot radius would be like affected, but it's still 20 feet, which is not nearly enough to cover the entire room.
Now, see, had you used that first when they were sleepy and just starting to stir, that might help put them back to sleep.
No.
I
didn't
thought they
think
were
of
already
that.
away.
Mistakes
I-
have been made.
I didn't think of that.
I feel
it-
like this might be a good place to end it.
Oh my god, we need a clap.
Next
I don't think there's-
session,
I don't even think there's gonna be a session.
we're
It's
just
gonna be an
dead.
execution.
Yep.
All right.
Next session is going to start with me turning around saying, "Run," and then the rest of the session.
The DM is just gonna be like, okay, so have you all prepared your new sheets?
Good question. Should I, DM? Because I can make a whole new character for next one in case.
No, I wouldn't prep a whole other character just in case. I mean, if it happens, it'll happen. I don't like you guys to have characters pre-prepared like that because I want you guys to focus on the characters you have now. But know that you guys
It
are
seems
in a
very
dire situation, but you guys could still survive.
Gosh, if only I hadn't rolled a fucking natural one on the trying to talk them out of fight.
Oh.
What was that, the 9th, 10th natural one of the session?
So how'd
This
you guys?
session could have gone worse numbers wise.
So how'd you guys feel overall about like the story and everything in this session?
Well,
I feel like we went the wrong way.
I felt like we went the wrong way in every single point you tried to point us.
I feel like we unearthed something that we weren't supposed to unearth yet, and now we're kind of just in the middle of it. I mean, we were kind of supposed to because we found the alchemist, right? But
I think we were meant to get here. I just think we did everything the wrong way. I think that when you told me that the chitin was younger, we were supposed to go down, and we still went up.
no, we went down. We went down.
We went up, and then we made a hole.
Yeah, we
The
made the
glory
whole
hole.
but like we did, but like we were already up there. It's like we couldn't really
Mhm.
like climb to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe it was too far away.
We've made like a lot of weird interactions that maybe Val would have prevented.
Yeah, I actually designed this whole dungeon off of like an actual like underground wasp nest,
Mm-hmm.
which starts from the top where it hangs, and that's the oldest part. And then as it grows and builds, it gets larger and wider going down and newer until finally it gets so heavy that it collapses under its own weight. But by then, new wasps are usually born, queen wasps, and then they go off and find other places to build their nests.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't seem all too defensive. Like, I killed them in one hit.
Yeah, but those like the larvae and the drones that you guys fought before. Now you're in the middle of the nest, so you'll have to fight warrior wasps,
Battle wasps.
which are no bees are
Go
bees and
battle
wasps are a lot of insects like that. The hive insects are actually built into sections like that. Like they have a class system where they have like soldier wasps, soldier bees, drones. Because drones are the gatherers who gather stuff, which is what you guys hit, who attacked you guys in Val. And then you have the larva, which is what grows into the other things, which are usually fairly weak and defenseless. And then, of course, you know, the queen is in here somewhere. And you may have to deal with that at some point.
I do hope that Val survives this at least. Because she's not been part of this whole mess.
Meanwhile, it goes back and Val is actually just... She killed the wasp that had her and is coming back from a bathroom break. She's like, where'd everybody go?
Just walks into that room. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna walk out.
I'm sorry for turning your page into a chalkboard, by the way.
It's alright. I mean, I've been watching you draw on it this like entire time, and
No, fuck. Yeah.
like it's on stream too, that people can see all this. So like Val's definitely gonna be able to see that Val Stinky drawing down there.
Val Stinky.
Sorry, Val. I didn't mean it, but I did. But I didn't.
And we can all see the In Pain and Hive of Doom and What's the Buzz.
What's the best?
And calling Callias drunk. And Balder short.
Currently. I'm not drunk currently.
Not yet.
I'm not drunk enough for this.
Oh, definitely.
I'm
He would
not
have helped
drunk.
with the persuasion.
I'm
But
not
overall,
drunk.
though,
Give
you
me
guys
all the
like
time.
the story and the direction this was going in.
It was fun as heck. It was just the worst game numbers wise I've had in a long time.
We've had so many that ones.
Just the worst rolls, like this entire
Yeah.
session.
Don't worry, it'll be better next one, right?
I don't know. I feel
Hope
like
so,
this
otherwise-
started with last session where you all got like the morning wood took you out. You just had a poor start this entire day.
I have a question. Can we refresh the honey buff? Is this Terraria? Can I just
Nah.
kneel, drink a bit of honey, get another 25 HP?
One and done.
He runs to the middle of the pool and just starts like completely slurping all of the fucking honey.
Ooh,
I
what if we jump
would.
into the honey?
Yeah, that's what you do in Terraria. You jump into
Well,
honey.
you know, you don't know if drinking too much of it might have other side effects or not, but
We could turn into bees.
The bee's knees?
The silence.
I will have you know, by the way, I've been like the bee movie script has been living rent free in my mind this entire session.
Mine too. My first thought was to tell the bees you like gas, but I thought it would be too much.
yeah, wait till next session when I tell you to buzz off.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're already on our way. We're gonna run.
Buzz
I'll
off.
do it.
All
I don't need
the
to
way
be
off.
the fastest. I don't need to be fast. I just need to be the fastest, and I know I already walk 30 feet, and Baldur walks 25. So
They're already planning to sacrifice Baldur.
I'm the first to go.
I'm
Is
just
that-
saying. I'm
Is
just
that
saying.
tooltip? Is
But-
that tooltip in Ark? You don't have to run faster than the dinosaurs, just faster than your friends.
Yes.
I'm just gonna have like.
And then they get to the point
YouTube
where they
playing.
realize they have to have Baldur's athletic checks to get out of the
Get out.
cave.
Oh no!
Okay, we'll sacrifice Baal.
I mean,
kidding.
we did make it here without her. I was kidding.
We can get out without her too.
Oh my gosh, is
No-
this legit playing the entire B movie?
It
Probably.
is. It's the entire bee movie.
Next thing we find is Baal having tea with the queen bee. They're just
Oh
super chill.
gosh, they're just talking.
We're friends now. Unfortunately, I can't know you guys legally for.
We just
by
killed
chance-
3 babies. 4 babies.
You did. I didn't. Actually, I didn't even touch one of them.
To be honest, I
Wait,
think
no,
I killed like 3 of them. Yeah, I killed 3 of them myself, and the Shaya killed the other one.
Yes.
I am the
I made-
MVP of
I
murder.
made one go splat through the power of dissonant whispers.
I am the MVP of smashing babies.
I
Yes.
feel like this video is just going faster and faster.
It's the B movie, but whenever it's unfunny, it goes 1 second faster.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, thank you all you wonderful people out there for tuning in. I am Phoenix Firestar, also known as the Natonefox, and I am the DM, where we host these sessions every Wednesday, or at least we try to. There's been a few exceptions, but we're gonna get back at it.
There's been more exceptions than games.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm Chad. I'm also Baldur Stonecrusher, the barbarian dwarf style. And you please only find me here. Please, pretty please.
That would make it my turn. I am River, also known as Quill, and I play Sheo, the unfortunate, perpetually crying owlin. And I can only be found here.
The saddest little
I am.
warlock.
I thought he was a sorcerer.
Oh, right, I am a sorcerer. I'm sorry. Did I say warlock?
No, yeah, the
I don't
DM
know,
says
maybe.
saddest little warlock.
Oh.
Oh,
well,
No,
anyway,
that's your
I'm
next-
The
that's the next
saddest
character,
little
right?
sorcerer.
the saddest little sorcerer.
The DM is already anticipating your demise.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Corey. I play the artificer of all the mice, the Saint Callias. And if I find another one of you following me, I will call the police.
Another
Another?
one.
That's a joke. So far, it hasn't happened.
Now it will.
I hope not.
I will memorize every bee pun in the entire bee movie script for next session.
Memorize every bee, and then you just name every. Just give them names according to the bee movie names.
All right, Beatrice.
Beatrice,
By the way, if
don't say that in the
Sheo-
text.
I'm claiming a certain death one-liner. If Sheo dies next session, his last line will be what a buzzkill.
Oh no.
If I die, I'm so tempted to make a character that's entirely serious. Zero jokes.
Let's go from one
Just-
to the other.
Just like completely lost in why this environment is so funny and he's like very, very serious.
I
They're gonna
will.
be
I
like,
will.
go
What,
ahead.
what are you doing? What are you making?
Who, me?
Yeah.
If I die, I'll be like, buzz off, you fools. Like Gandalf.
Fucking Gandalf B. Beandolf.
If my character dies and I have to make a new one, I will make like a bard who is a Sheo fanboy and like has read only Sheo's books. But that means
But
that
Sheo
like
never
the
got to
bard...
publish any books.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's just a
It's just a stalker.
manuscript. It's like just stolen manuscripts, and it's a rogue. The saddest little sorcerer. He is in
Why does
pain.
it look like
dude.
a shy guy from Mario?
His
That's
sleeves
just
are
what Sheo looks like.
his sleeves are too long. His like eyes are just perpetually tearful and like just like waterfall of tears running down.
So sad.
It's like whenever Sheo is having a good session, it's like a semi-powerful sorcerer who knows a lot of psychic stuff. And then whenever he's not having a good session, it's just a little ball of sad.
Why is Sheo Ayawa from Star Wars?
He is.
He's as small as one.
This is how I imagine you look like now. Like the
Yeah.
only thing, there's just a little bit of beak poking out of the hood.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank
This
you
is
all
like
for
the-
showing up. We'll see you next time on the Short Stacks. Thank you for joining us. As always, have a good one. Thank you and good night.
Be safe.
Be safe.
Ow.